and gentlemen, full-on child trafficking cults in full operation with a whole mess of people. Hi, child traffickers. I see you don't have yourself all buttoned up just yet. Good evening. Hello, Sir Child Trafficker. How many human lives have you downgraded today? Okay. Hi there. Okay. Not gonna... No. Ooh. Well, all right. Hello there. Hi. Okay, we're gonna run all the way over here then. Hi there. Good to see all of the child trafficking activity being shut down. Why not come over here though? Oh no? Oh no? Okay. Yeah, blind tech time. I think very close to a record here. This is very quick indeed. Oh, hello, sir. Get back in your cult. Get in your cult. Well, all right. It seems like they've gotten this side. Yeah, so proud, so brave. I think that might be a record. I'm not sure.
I'm going to go with Natalie. Will probably say yes because we got out of the car and then instantly it was blind tech.
It was pretty damn fast. I mean, I knew I would have to catch it quick. How's it going there? It seems you're very, very young to be working in there.
You need to get your TRs.
This guy can't be older than 20 years old, right?
That guy may be 17.
Yeah, right?
Maybe 17.
He's really trying to sport the extra facial hair. So, okay.
That's not a nice thing to do.
Okay, it seems like we've got the Shade Tech fully deployed now. Full deployment of the Shade Tech, and so now it's time for part two. We're gonna set up a little electric boogaloo. Ooh, last day. Oh no, though. It's the last day. Say what? Oh yeah, indeed. I did. I got to live it, but I can't. It went so quickly.
Okay, so.
Oh, hello there. You do know that there's better things that you could be doing with your life other than giving it to a child trafficking cult, right? Okay. Perhaps not. We're here to put the word out.
Daddy Dianetics just sat out there. Your logo looks like a fucking poop emoji, you goddamn idiot.
Summer, thank you so very much. Girl, Mary.
Yeah, it looks like the
Thank you so very much. Miss Sunrise Dawn.
emoji.
Cul-de-sac.
Looks like
Okay, so
The building does echo. The building absolutely
we have been given these hats, you see. This is going to be part of our messaging. Oh,
That's Stacy. What's up, Stacy? How you do? Get in your cult, Stacy.
how's it going, child traffickers? Having a nice child trafficking day today?
Sheila fucked your husband when she was 14. Fucking gross, bro. Whatever's happening in this truck is also at Scientology.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, we gotta do a little setup today.
We got a Stacy
rig.
So exciting for us.
right? That's Corbin and Barton's mom and Tanya's mother-in-law, and she's the one that had to pay back.
Why give any of your time or attention to a child trafficking cult? What is wrong with you?
Phone fraud! Get in your cult! She's the one that had to pay back hers, too.
If you're giving them any money or your actual information, they'll never leave you alone.
Yeah, buddy, I'm gonna be filming you too. You just want to sit there, that's cool. Yep.
So blind tech was deployed. Natalie, I'm just letting you know it was less than 30 seconds. Absolutely less than 30 seconds. And they seem to forget that I am a second generation Scientologist. I not only grew up in Scientology, but I was born into it. What do I believe now? That it's a bunch of hog shit. Hog shit, guy. Hog shit. Like the TR0s, confront and shatter. My body's covered in scars. Thank you for confronting and shattering my body.
Yeah. Leave this cult of child abuse.
That's the guy that talked to Lara for 15 minutes.
Leave this cult of human degradation. It's your choice to stay.
Liz Ferris.
It's
My
your
father's
choice to
name
leave.
is Robert Ferris. He is at Golden Era Production.
Test.
I promise you.
Call the SPTV Foundation and get out of your call.
727-266-5797.
I promise, call your parents. They miss you.
They do miss you.
They might miss you. They might. Let's see what this guy's problem is. Oh, I don't know why he wants to be. He's very curious. This guy right here. He's real curious. Oh, now I'm looking away.
Test.
I'm not. Yeah, that guy in that truck there. He's pretty sus. So we're just gonna zoom in on him for a second, make him feel the need. You want to be here lurking for F Sciento?
Yes, he does. He wants to be lurking for F Sciento. Well, we'll see what the heck that does for you in your rep, bro. Bro.
And now we just have to tell video full for so you can still see that the door.
Okay, we're almost set up. We almost have our new things thinged
Every single day.
and plugged in and ready to
Where
go.
the cult of
Tickety boo.
Scientology?
Okay, there's that, and then we have this.
I promise there's other options.
What's up, Jody?
This one's not a good one.
Okay. Am I still heard? Am I heard? Hello.
Yeah, it's me in the background.
Wicked. Just let me know if it's still coming through. Is the audio coming through?
Oh yeah, see, he's in the car with Kathy Norman's fucking husband.
Oh my God.
I told you that was an F Sciento disaster.
Yeah, okay, nice PI work, guys. Super clandestine there. Wow. It's like, it's Kojak and James Bond put together here, guys. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's see what we got here, guys. All right. Hello. AU9464551. AU96451. That's all right. So, what was the word? Sweden hears you. Thank you. I hope that it is quality. Let's see.
Well, hey,
With some of the LA stuff. Absolutely. Hell yeah. Who loves ya, baby? Yeah, no, they total freaking PI fail.
Second floor too.
It was really gross.
Do you have someone in the course room?
Hi, dumb and dumber. Oh, why are you giving your time and attention to this human trafficking cult? What if they said that they could? Okay. So we're parked out front, and oh wow, we could even get the absolute front spot here. The absolute front. So we're just here to let people know that, if you're looking to do something useful with your time to like help people, maybe volunteer your time at a soup kitchen. Maybe donate your time. Excuse me?
Why don't you keep your fucking TRs in?
Not on your dumb schedule, sir.
Go fuck yourself. I don't know.
He said you guys are kind of late today.
Late today?
Yeah. Stepping
We're
on my
right
lights.
on time! Nice door flank!
Like, who needs to have the tape measure?
Okay, so your door is still broken because your door is hung incorrectly.
Yeah.
Indeed, this is kind of our gig.
Yes, they are.
Oh no. Oh, they're starting to go further afield, huh?
What are you gonna write? I see.
See you last Tuesday.
Yeah. You should write that it's a secta.
Oh, definitely will do. So usually
Man, look at
it's a and then child trafficking cult and then a whole bunch of other shout outs. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, if anybody wants to leave Scientology, please definitely give us a call.
What's the deal with them being like, what, like $37?
47 a week.
727-266-5797.
It's $47 a week.
Hey y'all.
Only if
Hope you're well.
the organization makes enough
Thanks for
money
joining
to
us
pay
today. Let's see.
you. And otherwise, if you don't
Christy,
have money to pay your
it's
staff,
great to see you as always. Thanks for being here. It's very, very nice. It's kind of an oven out here, but it's fine. Not in your business. Hey, what's up? Jurgen. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Very clear and loud and clear. Right on. I'm glad. Yeah, this new setup is pretty great. Like, it's kind of an actual lab. Magnus. Thank you for being the person to chime in on the audio quality. It's very nice. Thank you. Great to see you all here. It is beautiful out here. A lot of good work has been done. Things seem to be kind of amplifying in the movement here as Scientology becomes more desperate and tries more desperate maneuvers around the country, but especially, seemingly, in Los Angeles. Just ridiculous. So, Los Angeles was graced by Aaron Smith-Levin, did a really nice video with Serge yesterday. A really interesting conversation on L1 Hubbard Boulevard. And I thought that was great. I thought I would love to see them talking more. The live that they did together, it was freaking great. Big frickin' Surge fan. And whenever the wider discussion gets closer to what he's putting down, I think we all benefit. So I'm totally down. So I thought that was really great. And it also showed from both ends, Sean Angelina shows up and all of the bigwigs on one end of some kind of event that's effective, and then Aaron shows up after it. I think hats off to the LA community for really stepping it up, and I think especially to anybody, and I believe DOA was central in this, but it could be others, who moved that protest onto LRH Boulevard. It was masterstroke. Yes, good evening. Hope you're well. But you're probably not doing so great, given that you're in a human trafficking cult, sir. And history is not going to be kind. History is not going to be kind to you or anybody else that remains in this organization, as history is usually not kind to those that abuse children. Once their crimes are uncovered. Oh yeah, no, West Campus, I saw them. I think they're probably in the back. I'm going there right now. So, okay, let's see what they got in the back. What junk they have in the trunk today. I'll be right around the corner, and just want to see, as once we set up here, they always go Adar. Oh Lord. Indeed, that's what I mean. My jam is usually back here. All right. All right. Another shift protecting child traffickers. All right. So for the fame and the glory, or is it just a little bit of money? You're going to protect the child traffickers for a little scudge money. I wouldn't take $1 million doing what you are doing right now, standing where you are, in the world, in history. I wouldn't take $1 million to protect child traffickers for 1 second. And we're going to make sure that your contract is canceled. So yeah, they're all scurrying out the back like rats off a sinking ship, and you're helping them out. Indeed not. Indeed not. Indeed not am I scared of anything like that. Hey Serge, good to see you. Let's see, have you considered YouTube memberships? Yes, I have, and I think I'm going to be doing that soon. I just have to get on some kind of a bandy wagon and figure out what I am going to offer beyond emojis. Okay, so there is one Sea Borg member that has escaped my gaze as I was talking to West Campus, ambassadors, heavy on the ass aders, maybe also on the der. You know, if I were you, I'd walk off this job. I'd walk off this job. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it for your soul. It's not worth it for your dignity, your self-respect, and your standing in the community. It's not worth it. It's fucking hilarious. I've been assaulted in front of this org multiple times, okay? I have been. Have and are, dipshit. Okay, and you're guarding these motherfuckers who are doing real harm to innocent people's lives. You are defending evil people, is what you're doing. Oh no, we've got plenty of reports for the cops, don't worry. Don't worry. No, we're gonna have some people dragged out of this org in frickin' cuffs. Mark my words. But that ain't none of your business. And you're not trying to be helpful right now. If you have any self-respect, walk off this job. Walk off the job, guys. You're protecting evil. Okay? Is a little security money with this company worth it? You're just going to take money from anyone, right? However evil and fascistic. Would you take money from fucking Nazis? You take money from Atomwaffen or Patriot Front or the Proud Boys? Would you take money from them? Would you be just as despicable if you did? I say yes, you are. Currently, for what you are doing, that despicable. And if you didn't know, that's what protest is, okay? If you didn't know already. A little warm up. I don't like them very much. They're not my friends. They're my least favorites. So, okay, what are y'all doing? Hello. Dirty money. They are. They are subjects for ridicule as they're assisting this thing. You know, that in a protest movement, it's the same, la poubelle, right? Same deal. They are assisting this evil. They're helping it along. They're perpetuating it. They're making it possible. And as such, they are a target for ridicule and scorn from a professional, well, not professional, but, God damn it, we're definitely directed and feeling good, protest movement. I just don't want to use the Scientology word, that's it, or term. The Gare fame. Oh, good evening. Welcome to the current gauntlet of ideas that you don't like very much. Oh, you fake-ass cool guy. Oh, my Lord. What kind of midlife crisis mobile is this? Oh, my dear. That's freaking hilarious. Well, you do have a sporty road bike. I hope that you drive back and forth. multi-state on that, because that's definitely what those things are designed for. But I wouldn't do it in those clothing. Polyester pants, they might become a part of your knee. You know. You have any leggings, though? So, you know, why is it that you act like such a douchebag wannabe Tom Cruise guy and work at a child trafficking cult? Why do you do this? Is it the money, the fame, the girls? Any of those things? No? Oh, that's hilarious. Can you even touch the ground? Oh, okay, you can. Just barely. Tippy toe, though. You're a fucking tool. You're fucking ridiculous. Oh my God. What a fucking poser. Holy crap. I mean, you know, I know real bikers. I've known Angels since I was a kid. That guy's a douche. Holy crap. That was hilarious. Oh my God, it was a very nice BMW road bike though. It didn't look like it was, you know, used for what it's meant to be used for. And so that's why I was asking. So, does he drive for Uber Eats? Very good. Vroom vroom. Tom Cruise would be so jelly of your bike. I mean, it's like the bikes almost in Mission Impossible 2. I think that's the John Woo version, which is so actiony and confusing. I don't recommend anybody rewatching that. There's no reason. They do motorcycle ballet in that movie though. There is, with guns and everything. It's very John Woo. It's like, I mean, I could see Chow Yun-fat playing the role, but of whatever the heck the character in Mission Impossible is meant to be called. But yeah, it seems like that kind of thing, an emulation of Tom and the Mission Impossible movies, and it seems. I mean, I didn't get the plate. It was Florida though, and so that's why I asked Interstate. You know, it must be registered Clearwater style, and I mean that would be one. You know, for recruiting of the kids, you come out with the cool road bike and you know, the kids all love you, you know, like bringing the Corvette to the DARE class, you know, the cop was meant to be cool, and he comes to the school with a Corvette with drug against awareness resistance education, I mean. How's it going?
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw one of the higher level guys zoom out of here in his BMW road bike. Is trying to basically look exactly like Tom Cruise, with about the same height profile. Yeah, I'd have to ask Pearl the dude's name.
Pearl knows everybody's name and stuff.
It's freaking crazy.
Like, I love how the security is way down there, but ignores the fact that there's 2 cars parked. Oh no, there's only 1 car parked illegally.
Yeah. Well, they were hanging out in the alley, and I started conversating with them, and they didn't like it. So I don't think they want to share the alley with me anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's okay.
All right, well, you yell if you need anything.
Thank you very much. I will, at 130 decibels. Yeah, so lots of great stuff happening, lots of very effective protest, lots of growth around the place, an increasing level of positivity that I'm seeing in a number of areas. And I'm looking forward to, at least today, I'm feeling I'm seeing the growth of this movement over the next year, and I like those days. That makes me feel good when I feel like that's more possible and I'm not bogged down as much. But I mean, the devil's in the details. But it's good to just have the feeling, at least for now. I know it's not entirely real, but it's great. It's better than the alternative. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. That's a cult. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja cult. All right. Yeah. No. Whatever shall I do? If you film me, oh no! Is Eric Rader here? Yeah. Eric, great to see ya. Yeah, he's totally the discount Tom Cruise. And yeah, it smacks of, well, wannabe narcissism. I mean, like, they can't actually approach David Miscavige's and Tom Cruise's, although they can emulate it. And I think maybe they have to, if you're to be elevated to a certain level. I think you have to look like a vicious Wolverine that will bite anybody's head off at some point. Let's see, Auntie Lil, the child traffickers make it so easy. Oh man, I mean, Auntie, you got that right. And I'll say it over and over again. My first day out there on March 2nd, in preparation for the Ideal.org opening, I lost my voice in the first day because just being in the presence of these people, what they're doing, and they're just all the way to the roof arrogance about it. It's so infuriating and depressing, and because like they're so wrong, and so the cognitive dissonance is quite profound, and I could not stop. I yelled myself hoarse in the first day. I don't know if I've experienced anything like that. As soon as I got on site, I could feel it. I could feel the wrongness of the entire thing, and every interaction that I had with any Scientologist just continued to confirm it. And since it was like all the high-level security folk, is some of the worst treatment. And so I started. I think the people that started at Ideal.org openings might have a slightly different experience than a lot of the other ones, because you get a chance to see what's happening when Scientology is trying to protect its crown jewels in the person of David Miscavige and his wants and his desires. And it was great to see Nance get some attention today in her legal case. Everybody go support Nance Drew. Her link tree on her page is the best way. Oh, hello, sir. Hello. How are we doing? Would you like to have a conversation about your practice of fascism? Oh, no? I don't think they want to have a conversation about fascism. That's terrible. But yeah, Nance Drew. Go to her link tree on her page, and she's trying to hit a particular goal for her legal fund for this case, that it's just going to take somebody, representing it. It's extremely strong. It's seemingly she has good representation that's making all the right noises as far as what this should be, what to expect, and some experience with this kind of case and this court. And so if you're supporting Nance, you're going to be supporting a case that's a winner for the movement, almost certainly, right? And something that's going to be a stick in the eye for Scientology. And pretty much every time that there's one of these actions, it's going to be, you have the opportunity to do that. Like, all of these drops in the bucket are great. whatever help anybody's able to give, but especially, when Streets is bringing a case, or when DOA is bringing a case, or when Danny's bringing a case, any of us that have been assaulted or have had legal action brought against us, like TROs or other such speech quelling legal action, is kind of where you can do the most damage to Scientology and have the most positive effect at the same time. And so by damage, I mean the opportunity to generate a record about what Scientology does, how they abuse the community, how they abuse their detractors, who have every right to be detractors, how they attack them, save pointing, police corruption. If you can get to that point, get to the political corruption, work it up the line, but it's going to take generating case by case at a time. Hello there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, but communication's the universal solvent. Why are you running away? Why are you showing cowardice? If you're meant to clear the planet, why are you so afraid of ideas? How can it be? How can it be that both are true? That communication is the universal solvent, you have the techniques to do it, and you cannot effectively communicate against somebody that is critical of your ideas, as everyone else does in every other intellectual arena. Checking up on me? Making sure the child traffickers are nice and safe? Going to take some money for the child trafficking safety? Yeah, you are fucking hilarious. You are fucking, yeah, no, I've heard that one before. They had a private security force who were wearing fucking nines who told us exactly the same thing. Total horse shit, okay? I've been to 4 cities with private security forces saying the same bullshit. 4, no. Hell no, I ain't walking with you, man. Four different cities with private security forces just like you. Strangling us. Assaulting us. No, sir. No. I want no private conversation with you. I wish to have your contract ended. Okay? That is the next step. Okay? You've been out here for multiple days. To me, that's about it. That's about it. I don't have anything more to say to you, other than I think my disgust at your presence. If you want to gain back any self-respect or respect from me, walk off this job. That's the only recourse you have. We're here with survivors of this shit, man. We're here with people who are born into this bullshit, who have their, it doesn't fucking matter. If there's an evil in your backyard, if there's an organization that's ruining innocent children's lives, are you going to do something about it or not? So it doesn't fucking matter if I was in or not. It doesn't matter for anybody, right? To be anti-war, do you have to have fought in a war? I don't think so. It's not logical. Leave this cult. Leave this child trafficking cult with whatever you have left of your existence on this planet. Regain your self-respect. Regain your standing in the community. As a non or freshly minted non-child trafficker, if you want to help this community, volunteer your time at a soup kitchen, or a homeless shelter, or a school, or a mental health facility, or a prison where people need help and people can actually be helped. Not at all like the child trafficking cult that you work at day in, day out. It is your choice to be here and stay in this cult. It can be your choice to leave. So, I guess it moved a little bit. Oh well, I thought I had that one. Oh well. Yeah, I wasn't ready for the walk and talk, and I guess I inadvertently zoomed y'all. I guess I inadvertently zoomed. Have I been zoomed? Oh, what's up, Denmark? How's it going, y'all? All right, let's see. That's a microphone! I hope this guy is a third with the info. Oh, yeah, I hope so too. Sound got hollow. Well, I think it was picking up the reverberations off of the walls. Parodytology, great to see you. Hope you're well. Thanks for being out here and rocking out with us. They couldn't clear a dinner table. Yeah, indeed. You know, exactly. Couldn't clear a dinner table, fight their way out of a paper bag, intellect their way off of a log. I guess maybe they don't wish to either. But I mean, keep it simple when you're in a child trafficking cult. People start getting big ideas. Well, I'm right next to, there is another microphone. There's a microphone on top of the camera, and there's a microphone on my person. So basically, if somebody's over there, pick that up. If there's somebody in front of the microphone that's more directional, I can pick that up. But we're experimenting here. This is kind of my first day out with this rig. And I have the ability to mute either end. So if it's such that, like when I'm talking, interesting. We're getting messages beamed in from space. Anyway, I just heard some kind of radio frequency communication sound a little garbled, but sounds like something going on here. I'm being closely watched. I've got my own security guards. See, last time I had like six or seven of them trying to doing a full court press on me, and then one at a time they'd go and protect the child traffickers all the way to their car, like a bunch of douchebags. Tried to let them know that they were doing evil. They didn't care. It's like, yeah, you know, following orders, it's your job, taking the money, you know, all that stuff that we hear from all the security guards everywhere. Oh, are you going to feed my kids? It's just a job. This job market's terrible. Oh, I've got to do this. Blah blah blah. It's like it's all excuses. If you're serving evil, or you're serving evil, or you're serving evil. Jesus. That's about it. And especially knowingly doing so, I mean, that gets really bad. And in the law, it also has something to do with anything if you know the concept of mens rea, right? So knowingly committing a crime absolutely enhances the punishment. Absolutely, in just about every case. Although also, on the other end, ignorance is no defense from the law either.
Hello.
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 I've got a mic here. I've got a mic. All by myself, I have my own minder. It's,
You're at the minder, not gonna do it anymore.
I don't know that I ever had taken hold of my reactive mind, but I'm going to try right now, okay. Wait, because of what you said right now, I realize I've been mocking up my own reactive mind, and I'm not going to do it anymore. Clear cog, I just, please.
Like, just out of curiosity, you know,
Do the same.
aren't you guys campus security? Or just security? I'm just curious, I'm like, there's 4 of you guys here today, and I'm like, there's 4 people that could be helping us do.
Aren't you guys meant to stop robberies in the high crime areas of this town? Isn't this why you were put together? Wasn't that the publicly stated goal, the PR nonsense that the city bought?
If it's not, it's okay, I'm just curious. Just, I've been to.
Oh, no? I mean, let's just pull up the local newspaper reports that say exactly those words. But, whatever. So then the question becomes as well, will you just take money to defend anyone?
No, I mean, you know, unfortunately, let's be realistic, we're battling depression, and lots of drama. But now you know, so now you put your family alone.
I don't know, protecting child traffickers doesn't seem like no kind of job of me for a self-respecting member of this society that is going to escape ridicule.
My name is Liz Farrell.
Oh, that was incredibly childish. How's it going? Did you wipe your feet there on it like,
SPTV can help you, reach out to your family.
So, you know that you're part of the child trafficking. Bag for David Miscavige, who wouldn't save you if it saved him a nickel. Leave this child trafficking cult now with whatever shred of your dignity and self-respect you may have left. Child traffickers! Oh, hi, Scaredy Cat Sea Org. Hi, saw you there. Oh, run, Scaredy Cat Sea Org. Run. Run, Scaredy Cat Sea Org. Run quick. Here we go. We're going to alley-oop some more people out of the confronted with ideas that are challenging. And thus, we are intellectual cowards, are you not? Who have to hide behind $1 billion, lines, bunch of snarky bullshit. And the exercise of, say, ex-legal horse hockey, like you do. Intellectual cowardice, at best. Okay. They're no sense. What happened, guys? What happened? Are we getting sound now? Text. Next. Are we getting audio? Can I be heard? Hello? What the heck now? Let's, hold on. This is the camera audio. I'm going to try to redo the data. Okay. So, is that better? Test 1, 2, 3. Hello. I'm reading on my end levels. Sound good? Cool, cool. Right on. So I think the lightning cable that was in there just got jogged when I did my interaction. Nice. Wicked. Thank you for indicating that. Let's see. I think this pack could even be even louder. Okay. Let's see. I'm on the A channel. So A channel is at plus 12. No, that's fine. Plus 9 is fine. Okay, cool. No? Yes, no, maybe. All right. So that was fun. Seemingly, they're trying to route people out of here, and they're having a tough time of it. For reals. Ooh, I was almost done with child. That was almost like basketball. Okay, y'all. So as we've gotten their business down to zip, you know, I think they're getting more and more desperate. It would take us discovering their dumb management reports again. I don't know if they're going to make that stupid mistake. Let's see. Careful that you don't get cited for stalking, following people, and shouting. Get you in trouble. Tazzy D. Okay, look. Paranoia? Okay. That's. Read the statute, okay? Read the statute. Okay. And then look. Doing. Okay. So I'll tell you what. You do not have to be still, right? When you're protesting. You don't have to be still when you're protesting. Okay, guys? You don't. You don't have to do that. Okay? You can move. You can be in motion, right? If the subject of your protest moves off of the site, you can walk with them. Public thoroughfare is a public thoroughfare, right? Anything that can be viewed from a public spot, right? Even if it's inside, like windows, whatever the hell, can be viewed, recorded, and published by the public. So it doesn't. I'm sorry. Like, it's a little much. It's a little paranoid. And moreover, it's incorrect. And unfortunately, these ideas get around, and they stop protesters from doing certain activities because they're afraid, right? And these rumors get started like you're going to get a copyright strike for the Scientology music. No, you're not. No, you're not. I've been in front of that music like for 8-hour, 10-hour streams over and over and over again. I don't even get a notice for them anymore, right? Let alone a strike. And there's a huge difference between a copyright notice and a copyright strike. So a lot of people, like as soon as they deploy the Scientology music, they run away, like because they think they're going to get their channel all messed up. But it's just a stupid rumor, okay? And it keeps people from like, doing more effective stuff more of the time. And I don't like it. That's not my jam. Oh yeah. If you're commenting, okay. If you're changing it in some appreciable way, right? If you're commenting on it in some appreciable way, if it's satire or parody, absolutely freaking protected. That's like First Amendment style. Yeah, commentary, changing the nature of it, appreciable additions. There's a bunch of different subsections of the fair use thingamabob, and it's revisions since 1976. But yeah, all of that falls under that. And so what I've started to do is, they deploy like copyrighted music, like they do at La Poubelle. They play like a whole bunch of like super litigious bossa nova publisher tracks, and I just play over them with the guitar. And the copyright notices on YouTube's end showed up as a cover version, and so I had to do revenue sharing. But on what? You don't get very much for like ad time or watch hours or any of that. It's dollars and cents. You make way more other ways. And so especially for protests, you just shouldn't be afraid of that. You should, I tried to do creative things. I blew a recorder at them and I played along with it, or I'd make up joke lyrics, or, well, it doesn't matter in the first place. And my position with the video would be advantaged by my activity, and it makes them mad. So it's a win-win-win. But yeah, you got to just check into it. But yeah, I went to LA and there's a bunch of these kinds of rumors running around. I'm like, what the hell? So yeah, especially that one. Stalking. I mean, the thing is, the private security force tried to say exactly what you just said to us when we were here, and it doesn't fit the definition. And Scientology is insisting on this being the thing. Unfortunately, they have scary narratives, and you just don't reflexively pick up their scary narratives that are meant to stop you from doing particular activities. And they will say this to police forces, and many of the police are ignorant of the law. And so they'll go along with it until, well, you're able to represent yourself, or you have, a lawyer who's just like, look, this isn't the fucking law, release my client, or whatever the heck you have to do. Because yeah, we'll go as far as like a false arrest, and they'll hold you or something for things that aren't laws. And that's scary. I don't want that to happen, but it very well could. And so I have a lawyer. Yeah, so, following them a block, doing my speech, trying to stay over 10 feet away from them at all times so that I'm not I'm not within reach of them. I'm not imposing a physical threat to them. I make no threats, all that kind of stuff. And so all of that is First Amendment protected shit. And we've had to argue with the cops here about it. Only one of them really tried to say that this wasn't a thing. Everybody else is like, look, you can do this. Will you please, like, these guidelines? And I'm like, I don't have to follow those guidelines. And they're like, yes, I know, but please. And that's kind of where it's been with them. So, you know, I've had kind of in the real world experience of that not being true. So, no, it's not harassment. I mean, they're trying to make claims, you know, and I think the thing is that, like, much harsher and broader and more difficult legal action would have been brought up against us if we were crossing those lines a long time ago. And they do try them on some people, and say, like, publicly we know Streets has had a bunch of TROs thrown at him and ROs, and DOA as well, and Scientology and their backers and everything have a real bad record about going up against them, and the types of argumentation that they're making has been shown in court to be a loser. So don't be afraid, even if they do try, because, you know, their track record is shit. You know, just don't do anything stupid. Don't actually do anything that would be under the legal definition of that. So that, you know, a court could look at sideways. As long as you're staying within the bounds of a protest, then you're good. And I'm not sure if Texas has anti-SLAPP legislation on the books, but I know California does. And I think that's how Streets has been winning on that basis, on the anti-SLAPP statutes. And I mean, the judgments, if you're found to be violating somebody's First Amendment rights by bringing frivolous lawsuit through the court system, the punishments are kind of severe financially and pretty reflexive. And I think William Good has enjoyed a fair amount, a good string of successes on that basis. And I think he's, as far as I can tell, he's trying to model what can be done so as to motivate more people to feel like they may be safe doing this kind of work in this manner on this level, if they avail themselves of the tricks and techniques. I think most people are afraid because they don't, you know, have William Good's representation. So, and that's one of the things that I've been negotiating for. If, you know, if there's, you know, some enterprising individual who wants to, you know, start a fund for such a thing, I mean, I might just do it myself, I guess. I don't know. Because I want people to feel like it's okay to come out here and that they're not risking their whole butt and that somebody out here has their back. I think we could get more people out here on that basis if we did. So how's it going, y'all? What is this? 86 GOP, you're awesome, baby. I don't know if you are aware, but you've been inducted into the Agitator Hall of Fame. Congrats. 86 GOP, thank you, man. That's high praise. That's high praise. I dig that moniker. I will take that as a badge of onion and honor. Onion honor. You rock. Jeez. I mean, there's a few benefactors out there that are just solid citizens and are just supporting so many freaking channels, and very few on the level of 86 GOP. Hip, hip, a motherfucking Ray. Right. Every protester should have such support and fans. It's really great and bolstering. Let's see. I've been arrested twice for peaceful protest, got off both times. It's good to know the statutes. Nice one. We have SLAPP suits here in Australia. Tassie D, man, absolutely going out there and being willing to lose your freedom even temporarily. It's quite brave. It's quite brave indeed. So let's go check up on the front. Had a nice little time in the back, had some interactions. Gee whiz. Again, like, you know, Jay's so raising the bar. I like so enamored with that kid. Huge reason why I continued my protest on from Chicago was to hang out with Jay. And I love what he's doing in Los Angeles. And I really do think he's going to be one of these guys that can, you know, generate interest in very many cities wherever he goes. And he's properly, if he's properly supported. And he's got a great little group around him of you know, supporters and mods, and putting out the good word and doing a bunch of good work. So yeah, I'm glad DOA has taken some days, even though Aaron Smith-Levin was in town. He took a break. It's just fan-freaking-tastic. Ooh, they put out the sign. Was it always here?
It was always here, yeah.
Why didn't I didn't notice it? I'm glad. Oh, I like it.
We had some help. Some students came by and wrote that the orange.
Yeah, but your curly letters though.
Oh, yeah.
Feel free to step all over it.
A lady tried to erase it.
Oh, really?
Crazy. Look at that smear. So like some F scientist coffin dodger came in and she was like walks up and she looks at me and she's like trying to and it's like not moving and I'm just like filming her like, oh look, what's an F scientist doing? It wrong.
Yeah, right. They tried to do the same thing in the back. Two of them did a little shuffle on it.
Like get some eraser shoes.
Oh.
Doing it wrong.
As per the usual.
So we did get, so one lady did not keep her TRs in. So
Oh, no.
All the way down the street, put your TRs in.
Oh no.
She hated it. And she was wearing golden wrong. And
Yuck.
I don't think she noticed.
Good evening. We're here protesting Scientology.
Love your ink. Love your ink.
Oh, hell yeah. There's some solid people. Dang it. Right. Yeah, we had some fun. We had some tickets. Good evening. Hope you're well. All right, y'all. Let's see. Let's turn you around. I keep on.
People know that it's a cult. Here, let me point it this way. It's a cult inside. I grew up inside Scientology, and so we're just making sure people know, so that way, no matter what, they keep their friends away.
Yeah, and their family,
'Cause otherwise,
kids that they know.
you won't talk to your family ever again.
Way.
Child auditing is basically you hold two cans, and you're supposed to give up all your secrets.
Like counseling, but not helpful.
No,
Yeah,
it's
with
basically-
one portion of a lie detector test, the galvanic skin response side of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you know we are French?
Way.
Well, because your accent,
Only first.
but also your
No,
accent.
but also her accent, the way she pronounces it.
Well, they don't have to know, that's German.
The same concept, the bridge. But there used to be a a celebrity Paris. And so it's basically, the way they do it is they tell a child over and over again, what is your record? What is your record? What do you do? Like, what secrets are you keeping? What lies are you keeping? And they'll do it over and over until you're crossing the gates that are not real. What's the doctor? Break you down so they can build you how they want to build you.
Well, just like any mind control organization. Yeah.
Yeah, so just keep your family away. Tell them, no CC Perry, no, okay. We're just letting people know so that way they can keep their family away.
Oui, je parle un peu.
Answer the medical question.
Laura FM in the house! Woo-hoo! That's it for a fest. That's it for a fest. Laura, when you going live? When you going live? I miss you. I miss you. I miss the positivity. Hurry. Hurry. I have to betray this guy's name. Harry. Harry Tully. Okay. No idea who he is. Okay, well I took care of him. But I only had 2 minutes.
Yeah, right, exactly. But we are not here yet. Talk, shovel, tag, ass, tag, tag. I don't know what's that.
Shout, shout, we both. That's right. Let's also not forget, people, that being gay is against the rules in Scientology.
It sure is, which is quite
For
awful.
real. It's against the rules. My gay butt would not be allowed to be in there unless they feel they can audit it out.
Well, they probably had to get rid of the other one because that's the one that the guy threw at me with the personality test.
Oh, did he? Somebody threw a personality test at you?
No, they threw the sign at me.
Oh, right. That's right.
Good answer.
No, not today. No, but Stacy Sass walked in the mouth past me a couple times, so I got to give her the business.
Nice.
So satisfying.
That is very satisfying.
Satisfying.
And then her husband Jim was just like, "You're chatty," and I'm like, "Your kids are cousin step siblings."
Yeah, wow. Have you been working on that all week?
Right.
Jeez.
How are you?
Flunk, try again.
I got the DUI guy to the shuffle launching.
Yeah,
So
we're
good.
not
I
doing
love that.
I grew up.
I love that.
It's this beautiful thing of like trying to save another human being.
Okay.
Way to
Run
go,
the other
you
way.
freak.
'Cause they're just
She
trying
did.
to
She came back
pinpoint
away.
campus that they can drink and coming in.
She had her stupid vape and her husband was smoking thing. There we go. Thank you, love Maddie. Yeah, he is an uncle dad. He's the uncle baby dad. Uncle baby daddy.
Very
Jim.
much.
Uncle baby daddy. Jim.
Best part ever.
So proud, so great.
I'm so glad that we got pictures of the baby.
It's just oh so great. All right, y'all. How you doing? Let's see. Who is 86 GOP? Indeed, who is? What's his dude writing? Beautiful, sir.
Nice.
I'm writing it's a child trafficking cult.
Skateboard with a mic on his head and playing guitar. That's 10 out of 10 for that.
And it looks like 15 miles around.
Right?
Both college twins. Both college twins.
I love how they've been getting up in my face and trying to get me to fight.
Is that really? They've been getting in your face?
Well, not today yet. Well, actually, somebody got kind of close. But last time I was here, it was like 3 or 4 of them.
Really?
Yeah, it was like they sent out a memo. Well, I mean, I showed you the guy that poked me in the chest last time we were here, and so there was that guy, and then there was even older man who got right up in my face, an even older man, even older than a Boulder man. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm certainly not going to lay hands on anybody. I will take somebody punching me in the face and knocking my tooth out, and I will not strike back. So
For sure. I'm gonna flop like I'm in the NBA. LeBron James.
I won't even have, flop. Well, indeed, yes. Please go right ahead and do all of that. I don't know if I'd be flopping, but
Well, it's a little bit more believable if somebody's 5'2" does it versus like you.
correct. Oh Lord.
Put on me. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, really. If Mr. Fake Ass Cowboy or something, and I like throw myself into the street, it might.
Walk out the back with Stacy? Fake cowboy, the white guy, or the other one?
Oh no, he didn't come out today yet. He's still
The white cowboy hat guy is Jim. He's in there.
No, I mean,
Tap my face.
exactly. Fit, like a dime store cowboy.
That guy.
I'm almost there.
What I'm gonna do? If like he comes at me, I'm gonna like fly back in the bike lane and be like, oh my god, it's broken. I'm suing you. Get out of your boat. Every single one.
All right. Okay, I think that is what it is. You've looked at my butt long enough. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. Andy Beach, chalk pro tip, soak the chalk in water for half a minute or so. The chalk will go thick and bright. And cover over and over again. Also, Mandy. Yes. No, this is a very good idea. So a cup of water. Absolutely. Grim, you're here. Anti-strategic lawsuit. Yeah. Anti-slap. Very good. Tazzy, absolutely. Is Grim in here? Graham Adam. Annie Slab. Amy M. Amy M's in here. Susan P. Sid, awesome to see you. Dusty Soda Fountain. Graham Adam was in here. Rather be in Maui. Hello. Slaughter retracted. Maryland, Massachusetts, Missouri, Nebraska, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, and Washington for anti-slap. Fuck yeah, that's a great list. And Texas is included. Amy M says Texas is included in states that have anti-slap statutes on the books.
Indeed.
That's great news.
That is fantastic news.
This needs to spread even further as this kind of dumbass litigiousness is anti-democratic.
Well, I'm going to be slapped down face by face.
Yes.
And you're going to hopefully get to film it.
Yeah, I hope so. That sounds like a joy. Yes, please. Let's see. How are the batteries doing on these? They're doing great. Doing great. Okay. So, let's see. Is that all the way zoomed down? It is. So it's a child trafficking cult. So we're gonna go to the back, see what we can do. All right. All right. Good evening. Hope you're well. It's out here spreading the word about Scientology being a child trafficking cult.
But they would have to have a very, very, very good reason, guys.
Good day. Oh, running away from the child trafficking cult so fast. Under the cover of, well, not under very much cover, under the cover of an ill-fitting suit. So, history will not be kind to you and yours that have worked for this obvious evil that hurts innocent human lives, especially children. It is your choice to be in this child trafficking cult. it can be your choice to leave. This is my rap. A rap about traffic. Okay, so we still got this. I keep on kicking my tripod. Let's see. It's a cult. They're child traffickers. They sure are, ladies and gents. And however it is that you identify, all are welcome. All are welcome, all are recognized as what they are. You got to tell me, though, because I'm sometimes not going to guess. Or guess wrong. I don't want to do that either. So, oh yeah, we'll do the other side. We'll do the other side. Take me to the other side. Loving you's got to be like the devil in the deep blue sea. Forget about your foolish pride. Take me to the other side. All right. So, again, I was going over the positivity in the movement. It's really freaking heartwarming to see the advancements, the rapid growth, the enthusiasm. Looking forward to seeing what's on the books or on the boards for summer for this. Again, you know, I've been you know, lobbying to the air for a conference. I think that would be great to get everybody together, have everybody meet each other. You know, it's an opportunity to break bread, perhaps like a number of people bury hatchets, get to know each other, make alliances, have more organization. I think all of that's positive. Oh, hi! Hi, West Campus ambassadors. Are you coming to protect child traffickers again today? Better hurry up. There's nobody minding me right now, and who knows? I might actually say some challenging words to them that you'd have to bat out of the air somehow. Yeah, I don't especially like these people. And the whole idea that it's just a job, don't accept it. Don't accept it, won't accept it. It's against the nature of protest, basically. If you are to regard, say, this as a picket line, right? And, you know, crossing the picket line means that you're giving aid and comfort and reputational bolstering to the thing that you were trying to end. In the labor movement, you call those people scabs. You're trying to stop the bleeding that you are trying to start. And organizational bleeding, right? Putting the hurt on so that they are forced to act, right? That's how you do it in protest movements. That's how you do it in labor movements. That's what boycotts are about. That's what picket lines are about. It's about compliance with demands through the direction of certain kinds of pressures. So that's just how it's done. You know, I'm not here to play footsie with anybody. I'm here to end a cult. Anybody that gives aid to them is working against me. Anybody that works to protect them is working for child traffickers and against me. So, I mean, if you can win them over to your side, or you can get them to quit, you know, that's all positive. But giving them an inch, saying, oh yeah, I understand, you got to do this for your family. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't understand that anybody has to do anything like this, okay? No. There's plenty of other things to do. Plenty of other things to do. You are choosing to be here. And your lack of awareness of other opportunities is not my fucking problem. I refuse to make it my problem. So, And basically, other people can do that work, and that's fine. I won't speak against it. I think it's worthwhile to try to reach people where they're at. Somebody else can be the good cop to my bad cop, but somebody else has to show the line. Look, what you're doing is wrong. It is wrong, and your excuses are your own. Whatever the heck, you're going to take a check for what kind of evil? You're going to say, okay, I'm going to take a check for this evil. So what I want to know is how dark will it go? And so that's why I ask. Which Nazi groups will you fucking take this money for, right? And, then I'll go down a list of ultra right-wing, fascist, authoritarian, frickin' militaristic hate groups. And ask, oh, if you'll do them, will you do these? If it's just a check, because that logic does not hold for me. It doesn't hold, right? And that kind of logic, in fact, excuses and has excused some of the worst things that have ever happened in history. And so it's ahistorical, pretty unstrategic to just allow that out of civility, I guess. But again, play both sides. Play both sides. Recognize the humanity and then also present the inherent moral issue with anybody ever taking this. Because, I don't know. I can see both. I can see both of those freaking lines, and I choose to focus on one more than the other. Because I think that's where my protest strengths lie, is giving people what for. And being able to speak in paragraph form about the way I feel about certain issues. You're good. Thank you very much, sir. What a nice person. I have to say, they're very conscientious of whatever it is that they think I'm doing, which is just cool. I like people that are thoughtful, displays of thoughtfulness. And, I like myself better when I can do that, which is not all the time. Oh, man, I've been really shooting from the hip, and I don't know. I'm trying to not lose my edge or throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm trying to better recognize when this stuff is strategic, because I've made some very powerful enemies, or maybe not enemies, but just like, oh, geez, this guy, geez, kind of stuff from a whole lot of people. So I've been, I guess recently, people have been taking action against me and my channel and my presence in places, and removing me from certain things, or obfuscating me from certain things. And, there's only so much of that can go on before you're like, oh, okay, so like how much of this is strategic or not? How much of this can, do I want to take on? How much of this is just, me giving into speaking from the top of my ass, which I just love to do. And I think more of it should be done, but then again, like, I don't know. There's only so much that I can shoot myself in the foot, guys. So before I start to go, ouch. I've heard of, PAC, let's see, Mandy Beach. Bikers Against Child Abuse? Sweet. Let's have some of that. I mean, right. I mean, like I was saying earlier, I've known angels since I was a kid, and it's like, I mean, if you're talking about people on that level, I mean, Jesus Christ, if they decide that they're going to be loyal to you, I think you're going to have some pretty intense protection. So, from my own personal experience with those guys. The Nonabos audits and investigations. Thank you very much. I'm trying. Wow, so Baka is a front group? is a front group. Oh, it's one of their, oh, Jesus. They're so tricksy with their damn names and everything. They really, oh man. If you just didn't check, if you're one of these people that doesn't read, oh Lord. I mean, yeah, you read, but I mean like, you know what I mean. In depth and get all the silly details. Yeah, that's right. I vaguely remember that. Oh dear. What a great angle and grift. Because you know you wouldn't suspect that, or at least I wouldn't right off the bat, or at least I failed to remember. Just delving into what I know about bikers, and it's exactly the thought process that they might want me to have. Gross. So somebody asked me, or said as a comment, I guess, earlier on, this older guy who was smoking a cigarette when we came out and then came out to smoke another cigarette in our presence, told us that he believed us to be late in the day for this kind of activity, where I have to say, this is sometimes exactly when we show up because Texas is hot. Okay, guys, I think we all know that. Texas is kind of hot. And, I mean, I've been here for a while. I still haven't bought shorts. I'm still dealing with my clothes that I left Massachusetts with on the 1st of March or the 29th. I think it was the 1st, actually. Funny, I had an extra day this year, leap year and everything. Maybe that's where I found the extra time to do all of this movement stuff. But at the beginning, can't tell you how excited I was at the idea of being able to get out there and do something that might help people. So taken with the effectiveness of the movement up until that point, especially Pearl Snappy's command performance at the Ideal Org opening here, I believe in February. Well, it was the week before the Chicago one. I was just so moved by Danny and Leah making the trip, and Danny's bravery over and over again, and Leah's stick-to-itiveness and freaking compassion. And also, well, I didn't get to see, like, from watching the screen, like, exactly how they work on the street and getting those perfect shots that they get. But they're this awesome tag team, and they're like moving with everything that's happening, and they're like making hand signals about moving. They've got like a little shorthand, you could tell right off the bat to get it done. And Steph the writer with them as well, and her kid. They were just a wonderful group, and I immediately had respect for them. And what they did. There are a lot of people that show up to these things. And, you know, there are many of us that are effective on the street, and there's few people that, like, see the next step and the next step and the next step, and Danny's one of these, just pushing it. Pushing where he is, what he's doing, what the focus is. And all great stuff. Like, I mean, it's just hilarious. I don't know how many of you saw Danny absolutely shellacking this pole with packing tape. So Odo's gonna have to, I guess, take a machete or something. Maybe like an electric turkey carving knife or something. Take it to that pole to get all the tape off, to get the posters that he was putting up last night. It was both a funny escalation of keeping the signs up and actually effective. It's going to waste some tape, but I think I was thinking when I was watching that, if you could have some kind of heat device as well to kind of activate all of the adhesive and all the layers of tape, and maybe even melt the plastic a little bit. Who knows? But maybe that's not the goal. But yeah, make it even harder. Put Odo out there. Have him cut down every sign. It'll taken him like at least an hour or something. So, woof. That's SPTV. Let's see. What's up, y'all? Hi, Amanda Beaumont. Look, Scientology freaks watch live streams. Not going to argue, but we will see. Okay. Baca is not affiliated with them. Okay, cool. That's not Baca. Okay, cool. Good to know, Mandy Beach. Let's see. They wouldn't be willing to show up in LA if that was the case. I mean, the main headquarters talks in the works. Cool. Graham Adam, yo, what's up? Okay. Mandy Beach, this has been really informative. Thank you so much for coming by and dropping that 411. I'll be looking into this group because I'm generally curious about such things. Definitely want to know. Eric is flying all over to change strategy. No, absolutely. That's another one. Thank you for bringing that up. Amy. And a few other people. Exactly. Changing tack, moving further, changing the focus just, ever so slightly. But the idea, and I hope more people adopt this, is because it's great. It's a great idea. Or at least the way I've taken it to be, is so they're washing down the chalk right next to Big Blue, right? And so you go like a block away or 2 blocks away or whatever, and you put up these same messages within the neighborhood, and they're not going to wash those off. And those are going to stay much longer, as are the flyers, as is everything else. And if you're trying to spread information throughout the community, this is definitely what it is. Also, if they do want to do this, they do want to take down these flyers and wash off chalk in front of other people's businesses, maybe they're going to look like real jerks, and maybe they're going to have to use some more resources to do that. So it's a win-win-win. Eric, invaluable, invaluable for this movement. Oof, I just ground my finger against the freaking pavement here. I should really carry hand sanitizer.
I actually believe they have pulled in these things. Yes, absolutely. They're doing auditing as we speak to try to point to why they pulled this in. Why they pulled in.
Naughty Scientos pulled it in. Tisk tisk. It's so great to share the street here with Liz Ferris. I mean, it's I've been waiting to meet Liz for a while. I have so much respect and admiration for this person and what they've lived through and how they've retained their humanity and how they've turned around with all of the things that happened to her and are still in this fight. I mean, it's beyond inspiring. I think Liz deserves all of our respect and admiration. Anybody that can live through what she lived through and retain that amount of their humanity enough to still be able to turn around and help, it's beyond anything that you could really ask for from a person from that coming from that situation. And it reminds me of what strength and integrity is, and who I want to be and who I want to be helping in this movement. And it's just amazing to be on friendly terms, to be spending all this time, to be in close quarters with such a person. It's an honor. It's an absolute honor and a joy. And I mean, same goes for all of the people who came to Pearl Fest and spend any amount of time with any of us. And of course, Laura FM coming out here and hitting these streets and being her wonderful self and really raising the spirits of this group and keeping us energized and keeping us on track and buying us wonderful, healthy libations, by which I mean very awesome smoothies, and keeping us charged every day with nutrient goodness, and having a wonderful kind of kicking up our heels time in the evening. And then Alicia, of course, first time meeting, definitely impressed with the humanity and the humor, the lightheartedness, and also the seriousness of purpose and mission in what we're doing. I'd like a good reminder for me from her to not take it too damn seriously and remember to have some freaking fun and to laugh. That's what I'm taking from that. And Feral Cheryl came with so many gifts, so much heart, and some real, I think, some UK style kind of hospitality there. I mean, not that you don't get it in America, but I remember just people, you know, being this creative and generous and open amongst the people that I hung out with in the United Kingdom. And Feral Cheryl is just instantly, I feel like a friend was there, and she showed me nothing but that. It was really wonderful. Lori Plays, coming down here, holding it down, giving the good advice, having the experience, the institutional knowledge that we all benefit from, and the strength of character to be fighting the good fight, and as far as I can tell, was one of the good ones and continues to be one of the good ones. And for that, that's a whole heck of a lot of respect I have for anybody that can hold their own in American cop culture and still be that much of like just a genuine and generous person. That job is super duper hard. It's one of the most dangerous jobs in the country, and it takes even much braver people to do it right, and it's not everybody that does. So definitely respect there. Yeah, it was an amazing time, and I think you know, we're kind of piece at a time making these connections and moving it around. Jay's been moving around from town to town, kind of connecting up different nodes of protest. I've been moving around from town to town. I'm not as good socially, so I've been making some connections and trying to alley-oop stuff from people to people, but I think Jay's far more effective at that. He's more of a people person. The Yeah, I just think that's true. I could be wrong. I think I'm not. Um, I recoil from people and myself oftentimes and have a difficult time relating on a basic level. But what a fantastic week. And as well, it seems to have not been a wonderful time for Scientology having such effective and, high-profile survivors coming down and shaming the shit out of them for their crimes. So, also, a number of people bringing their own style to Austin. The people who are here, they've got their thing, and it's great to have this multiplicity of different approaches anywhere. And it's one of the main things, you want to have eyeballs on the orgs, but you also benefit from the wisdom of crowds as far as technique and what's going to work, and more different kinds of messages. You're going to reach more different kinds of people. I thought that was great. I thought we had a great mix. Parodytology was down here, rocking out with like a whole hell of a lot of parody songs, a whole classic rock station of parody songs. Unreal. And he says there's more to come, and that he told me he dreamt one of them. So you're really giving it up for some kind of activity when you're dreaming it. Like I don't know. Sometimes I'll play so much Tetris that I'll see the Tetris. Chalk is not a hate crime. You bet. Neurodivergent one. Great name. I love my own neurodivergence. And we are cop people from cop families. So we are leaving. It's so sad. Yeah, woof. See, I don't like how the LAPD want to label chalk as a hate crime. Well, yeah, they're trying everything. And the thing is, these kinds of stupid assertions can be made legally as long as we don't have proper legal representation. And as soon as we get proper legal representation, that's going to be much, 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 much harder to do. And they're going to be slapped down faster. Right now, some of this stuff's hanging over our heads like the sword of Damocles until it can be wrapped up. And also, the lack of it means that the process takes longer and is possibly ultimately more expensive as it does. So let's see. See, MD Media 18 did in chalk outside the LAPD. Yes. Literally coming from a police lieutenant's mouth, that's ridiculous. Well, the thing is, police lieutenant, if LAPD is receiving the most money privately from Scientology, which seems to be a verifiable fact, there should be no mystery as to that. Lieutenant, commander, chief of police, whatever, doesn't matter, right? As long as they're taking the money. And the thing is, up the chain of command, you find in very, very corrupt cities like LA and Chicago and Boston, New York and Philadelphia, you gotta take that money, right? Training day ain't bullshit, okay? You don't take the dirty money, you don't do all the things that the other people are doing, man, they are gunning for you, right? Just like, you go to the shrink, you go to the cop shrink, and everybody's looking at you like, hey, what'd you tell the cop shrink about everything that we're doing, buddy? So unfortunately, a lot of people, get trapped in these kinds of cultural things. And it's just, to me, the higher up you go and you're saying, oh, they're paid off and they're going to do the evil thing, I'm like, I believe it more. I've found the higher ups in policing in my own hometown of Boston and very many other places to be far, far, far worse people than the local cops, than the beat cops, for sure. Way worse. Maybe the most evil guy that I was around was the guy that became police commissioner of Boston, William Gross. I saw him as like a dead-eye killer. He did not seem right in the head to me. He seemed unnecessarily vicious. As though, I don't know, he liked it. And so, you know, his actions and his manner and his reactions to people's pain from the community reminded me of sadists. So, you know, and the thing is, you get higher up and you're making decisions that affect even more and more people, right? So, in that analysis, people become more and more and more disposable. More of a number than an actual person, since you're having to go by many tens or thousands or whatever because of your decisions, you know, for certain police procedures. And you know, you risk losing your humanity by doing that. I mean, you know, richer and more powerful people also in business, you know, you're making more decisions about more people more of the time. And, you know, so billionaires began to see more and more regular people like ants, literally. And you risk losing your humanity once again. Power corrupts, and ultimate power corrupting, absolutely. This is part of the process. It's not just the power or the money or the influence. And it's what it does to your brain. Being in that position and having that kind of lordship over people, and as a police officer, over their very life and death. You know, with the way qualified immunity works in this country, pretty much judge, jury, and executioner on the street, and you can get away with it. And they generally do. So, United States, very, 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 very bad policing. Very deadly. A lot of people in jail, most people in jail in the history of the world. I say it over and over again. Police in this country kill a lot more people than a lot of other places, just about any other place in the world. Shoot at, maim, and kill far more people. So, you know, people like to say the land of the free. I'd like to see the numbers that describe any of that as an actual operating condition for this country. And then to tell me when it was that was ever true. Because I'm just not seeing it, guys. I've been to plenty of other places, and they seem a lot better off on the freedom stuff by just about every metric. So I think that's just American exceptionalist propaganda from the mid-20th century, as far as I can tell. And a bunch of rehashings thereof. I mean, it used to be kind of just straight up isolationism. And, you know, before America was a true global power, it was basically just like, you know, keep us out of the other people's business, and especially after World War I, let us not embroil ourselves in another European bloodbath was the general sentiment in the nation. But that was also the sentiment of what was known at the time in the 1930s as the first iteration of the America First movement, whose figurehead as a celebrity was Charles Lindbergh, the aviator, who was an ardent Nazi supporter. The American First movement was basically tied to the hip with the American Nazi Party. And by influence of the German state did they try to keep the United States out of World War II for as long as possible. And they were somewhat effective at that. I don't usually like Rachel Maddow. I don't like the way she tells the news or anything. I don't like her network at all. I think it's an abomination, along with the rest of corporate news. But the podcast Ultra, where she describes in some detail this process and this story of the America First and the German states' infiltration into the United States government during the run-up to and the running of World War II is it's quite striking. And if you didn't know how bad it got, it's really it's quite eye-opening. So yeah, what are y'all doing? Let's see. Yeah, I won't watch TV news without question. I definitely, let's see, FBI could investigate them. Yes, please. Yeah, of course. Well, okay, so the Attorney General's office of any state has investigators, has an investigatory team that is meant to do police oversight, and especially of major cities. The state AG probably has a number of things going on in regards to the LAPD. And basically just making it a political necessity that they do any of this work. Basically, if any elected positions that are connected to the office that would keep them in, or make sure that they were out, basically going after their voters is one of the ways to motivate them. I would recommend that. Generally, you can motivate a politician by their voters. Yeah, it looks like the same. A lot of bugs out here. Yeah. During the pandemic, since there were a lot of federal decrees that were being given at the time, I stayed up with the network news. Didn't take them seriously, but had enough subscriptions to different things so that I could have the up to the minute whatever the fuck was going on. Had to give all of it up. Primarily over since the opening of World War III in the Middle East, and their reprehensible coverage of that. So can't do it, won't do it. But again, skimming, trying to glean the editorial process. All that stuff. And it's still worthwhile. If you can steal it, just don't give them any money, I guess. But or don't believe anything that they say. But being able to be exposed to corporate propaganda like that and to be able to walk away clean, it is a skill. It's a muscle to be exercised. But I could see where it was going. And to me, it looked like the opening of the Forever Wars. And exactly what I was fighting in the street last time I was in the street was the corporate news media who is calling us all terrorist sympathizers for trying to stop atrocious and illegal wars that were feeding my generation into a fucking wood chipper and flushing all of the treasure that may be able to bolster our start in the world down the fucking tubes and giving it away to the likes of frickin' Halliburton and Blackwater, to goddamn Michael Prince and the DeVoe family and the like, is absolutely disgusting. And so watching them do it again in exactly the same manner, with exactly the same level of scrutiny, you know, everything that everybody apologized, they're like, oh yeah, we're not going to Judy Miller again, and they go like right back to it. Because that money, that military industrial machine money, I mean, geez, how can you give it up? How can you give it up? That's forever money. You know, that's security for you and your family. You know, they'll offer you the total devil's deal if you just destroy the world with them. So, and I was born into and around these circles of power and understand kind of some of it. Excuse me. Denise R. Excuse me. Denise R., explain yourself. In what way, in any which way, was I giving an indication that I was a supporter of a disgusting, theocratic terrorist group posing as a government? What at all did I say to indicate anything like that? Explain yourself, please, if you can. Because, holy shit. Yeah, no, I understand the line. It's, you know, you're with us or against us. You know, Jesus Christ. Like, and I'm guessing you don't have anybody over there who's fighting right now, you know. Probably, you know, it's armchairing it like every other goddamn American. So, no, I'm really curious what I may have said to give you the impression of that. Because I don't really see it. I don't see the logic. I see the propagandistic kind of, you know, you can't understand nuance, perhaps, version of what you may say. Yeah, let's have some actual ideas about that, eh? What are we doing? Oh, no? Denise R., was that just a drive-by? Is that just a drive-by? Denise R., are you still here? Please. Seriously. Indicating that what the entire international human rights community, every UN organization, Amnesty, frickin' International Human Rights Watch, Médecins Sans Frontières, and a number of other ones, all in a chorus, all in unanimity, defining the current conflict in Gaza as an operating and ongoing genocide. Hey, Danny, what's up? Yeah, you're here? So, seriously, Denise, what did I say? What did I say? I asked you very selfless, please don't support Hamas. What indication did I give you that I am a supporter of a kill-crazy, theocratic, pseudo-government? Danny, freaking awesome to see you. That tape, the tape around the pole, like, it that was one of the most lighthearted, wonderful freaking things that I've seen in a while. And as well, just like a wonderfully silly escalation of of the protection of each individual sign from Odo's knife, his stupid Rambo knife. To survive a war, you've got to become war. Yeah, because we'll have the political discussion. I mean, you know. So, see, I asked you. You're answering a question with a question, which shows me that you are not arguing in good faith, okay? Present your ideas. Present what I said to give you that impression is my first question. Okay, please. Please very much. Hey, Rika! Neurodivergent one. Awesome! Awesome. We've got a great chat. Got a great chat, chatting it up. Chit, chit. So, seriously, you were arguing in bad faith there. If, you know, come on, I asked you a direct question. You made basically some kind of wild assertion about my affiliation with a fucking terrorist group. Okay? So I'm asking you to explain yourself, because that could be maybe taken, I don't know, as like a massive insult. And before I get really angry and block you from my channel for all time, I would like you to try to support your ideas. And I'm giving you very many opportunities. Let's see. Have you seen the biggie bags we are making? Oh, dude, seriously. Thank you. Yourself and the packages that Jay are making, anybody that does this work, anybody that serves the community like this, absolutely deserves all of our thanks, because it's, I mean, people talk about the Lord's work. I don't know about that. You guys are angels. So again, Mrs. R, please. It doesn't seem like you're good on defending your ideas. Okay. You've made kind of a wild assertion, or you've asked me not to do something, as you know, it's basically implying that I am, and for me to not do it. Okay. So I have family over there, dude. All right. I have people, well, you know, I'm married into a family that's over there. But there are people that I've broken bread with, that I've invited into my home, that despite, you know, my status with the previous marriage, there are people that I still regard as something like my family, and people that I love and care about. I know people who are on site at the Nova Festival. I know people who are arguing for peace between Palestine and Israel who are right there. I know people who have fled the country because they're anti-war dissidents who are Israeli, who are Jewish, because you cannot be those things in that country anymore and stay out of jail. It's become an untenable authoritarian state. Okay? People that I know that were willing to stay, that served in the military, that did whatever they could in the face of like an extremely dangerous authoritarian government to try to make life better for people in that country and in the occupied territories. And paid the price. Seemingly, from where I'm standing, if you're not going to engage, I will just attack what I assume to be your position. Seemingly, you are saying nothing but like the full-throated support of like, you know, the mass slaughter of innocent women and children will be the only thing that will satiate the likes of you. And so if this is not the case, please defend your ideas, because that's what I take them to be right now. Thanks, 86 GOP. Thank you very, very much. Okay. Oh, no, I will put words into your mouth if you won't offer any words. What did I say to make you think I support Hamas? Do I need to spell it phonetically for you? Seriously, if you're going to cast aspersions on that level, seriously, come on. And you're going to cry about me assuming what your position is when you won't offer what it is? Okay, I would say that's cowardice. All right, I'm willing to speak on the street and say whatever it is. Whatever it is. You want to ask me about my history? You want to ask me about my political beliefs? You want to ask me about whatever it is? I am an open book. I believe in the free flow of ideas. I'd very much like, that's why I don't block very many people on my channel, almost no one. And that's, I've screwed up some of my mods or confused them because I'm like, no, allow that too. I'd rather have the conversation. I'd rather have the conversation, allow somebody enough room and enough rope. Oh, wow. So Denise R., you're absolutely wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Hamas and Palestinians are not the same thing. That's fucking racist. You are a racist, okay? That's what you are. Not the same thing. One is a government, right? I am not in support of either the Israeli government or Hamas. They're both made terrible mistakes that are terrible for innocent civilians. I am for innocent civilians. If you're deciding your affiliations on one side, on either one of those governments, you're totally screwed in the head. Okay? And I think you need to read more. Perhaps you need to know more of the history. Perhaps you need to read some political science. I don't care if you say you support Israel. If you're saying Palestine and Hamas are the same thing, if Palestinians and Hamas are the same thing, you're a racist. Okay? It's not. It's not. And it's an easy dehumanizing tactic being used to make the slaughter of those people easier. That's what it is. That kind of rhetoric makes it easier to kill those people because they don't seem as human, because they're all associated with Hamas. And they all need to die then, don't they? So no, it's racist. Dehumanizing, genocidal rhetoric is what you are swimming in like the kiddie wading pool of genocidal rhetoric. Unfortunately for you. And no. That's all you need to say. If you think Hamas and Palestine are the same thing, wow. Have to say, go back to school because your notions of what any of this are ignorant and dangerous. We are witnessing one of the most horrific events in world history. One of the most horrific events in world history being perpetrated by one government over the other. Supporting Palestinians is not supporting Hamas. It's not. If you don't understand that, you don't understand much. Honestly. It's a very easy argument that's been offered to a number of people by a lot of corporate media, and I understand why people have it. I understand why people pick up that rhetoric because it is offered to them. And I do not take it to be an original idea of yours. It's not. It's a borrowed opinion at best. Yes. Are you kidding me? Sorry. Is Gaza not an occupied territory? Are you going to do that stupid Ariel Sharon backed out and brought back all the military occupation? Yeah, no, they just put a cage around it. I've seen it. okay? They just put a cage around it. And anybody that moved got shot or bombed, right? Do you know how many people are allowed out of there? How many people get work visas from Palestine, from Gaza? How many people are allowed over that line? It's not a lot, okay? It's not a lot. Yeah, it's part of the occupied territories is the term. And since 1948, that has been the case the whole time. You need a political science course. A basic one, seemingly. Like, holy smokes. I mean, like, you know, even the ultra racist, terrorist, Israeli, like, statist military guys, they know that, and they'll say so. They'll willingly tell you exactly what they want to do and how they're going to do it and on what ideological basis. You know, if only you had listened to exactly what they're saying, right? Then maybe you could understand. But I don't know if you've ever been there, if you've ever been to Israel, if you've ever been to the Holy Land, have you ever seen it for yourself? Seen the apartheid state, see the division, see the militarism, see the repression of like anything that isn't the ultra right wing of Israeli politics? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay? So you're saying Palestine and Palestinians are Hamas, and I just absolutely trashed that idea and called it what it is, which is racist. It's dehumanizing, and it's part of the dehumanizing rhetoric that's used to more easily kill innocent women and children right fucking now. So way to go, you're passing on freaking genocidal propaganda, buddy. Have I ever been to Gaza? No. No, you know, it's kind of hard to get in there. It's kind of hard to get in there. Do I need to meet all of your criteria? Again, have you ever been there? Do you have any skin in the game? Do you have family there? Do you know anything that you're talking about, or have you picked up a bunch of right-wing talking points and trying to dance around with them? Or like pro-militarism talking points and are dancing around with them as though you know anything about it, okay? I get the impression that you're fully ignorant on this issue, okay? Now, I've had this argument with Brandeis professors, like PhDs of history on the issue, and can hold my own, okay? No. I can get as enervated and excited as I want on my channel, Denise. No, you don't. You obviously don't know what you're talking about, okay? You are showing your ignorance very handily and readily and easily by your dumb, rather dumb, totally unnuanced assertions about what things are, okay? If you're saying Palestinians are Hamas, if you're making that connection, you don't have a political brain. Okay? You have picked up a slogan, something that can be put on a sign and yelled about, but you don't have nuance. That's not an argument. Okay? Not in any way, shape, or form. So if you would like to stop attacking me and present some information, present your ideas. Because I haven't seen very many ideas. I've seen a few slogans. I've seen a few baseless assertions. And now I'm seeing kind of a little bit of a denigration of my character. Hamas is the elected government of Gaza that was a forced election by the United States that was, you know, Israel and the United States wanted to force this particular election after, you know, Sharon pulled out and things were going out of control. Fatah was the current government, and Hamas, the super right wing of the Israeli state, believed that they would be easier to control, that they'd be easier to denigrate, that they could point at Hamas the whole time and say, okay, we can't deal with the West Bank. We, like, whatever concession the West Bank is making or the PLO is making, we can't do that because Hamas. So they had their bogeyman that they've used for the past 20 years, okay? And you're saying an oppressed people, like, got a revolutionary government and it got out of control? Wow. Happens every time. Well, Denise, you're not saying anything. They're the elected government. You're an idiot. I don't agree with you. You said Palestine is Hamas. Palestinians are, the two are synonymous, okay? So this is a rather unnuanced political discussion. Oh, hi, child traffickers. You're coming back for more? You're going to stick your fingers in your ears as communication is the universal solvent? How is that confronting and shattering suppression, right? How are you going to clear the planet if you cannot address this individual, right? And if you have to hide your ears from the ideas that I'm expressing, right? They're just so terrible, the ideas. Intellectual cowardice. Which is what I would lay upon you. No, I understand you exactly. Okay? I understand this argument. I've had it before. Okay? It's borrowed. No, look, so what? They're a government. That doesn't mean you get to kill all of the fucking people in the country, you dumbass, okay? It doesn't mean that you get to kill more than 10 times who was killed on October the 7th in just children, in just innocent children, let alone the innocent women or the underage boys that they're counting as Hamas fighters. Or the record number of UN aid workers, the record number of journalists, the record number of Médecins Sans Frontières workers, record numbers killed. You don't get to do all of that, okay? Because the government's wrong, okay? Preemptive war like that, or, you know, war, some kind of war of retaliation against a people is illegal by international law. Much of what Israel is doing right now is completely illegal and is now being recognized as such on the international stage. So go ahead and support all of that all you want. You're supporting a genocide. You're on the side of totalitarianism. Okay? And I can't help you if that's your view. I cannot help you. I very much wish that you go down with that ship and you are made an object of ridicule. As like an example to everybody else in history is like what happens basically when you support genocidal dictatorships. So, and you're just going round and round. Oh, they're a part of Palestine. Yes, they're elected government of Gaza, you dumbass. You're like, and again, I went over the history, and there's a reason why they were elected, and it was part of like kind of one of these show elections that the United States engaged in that they were doing at the time, like they had in Iraq and like they had in Afghanistan, and they tried to get governments elected that would be, you know, more pliable to U.S. Interests, and all three of those failed. All three of those. They, you know, came up with their own idea of what they wanted, and it was not exactly who the United States government wanted, and each and every one of those. So, you know, try again, I guess. You know, you think you know history, and, you know, you just show me your ignorance over and over again, although I think we're having a little bit of a Dunning-Kruger kind of thing going on where it's not possible that you could actually recognize how ignorant you are. Because you don't have enough information. So it's just every time I look at that screen now and you say something, I'm kind of amazed. Although I'm not, because, I mean, these borrowed opinions by the United States corporate propaganda machine and the Israeli state have perpetuated this horror. And, you know, I'm very sorry that you bought into it, like so many suckers in so many of these conflicts. You know, these governments both Hamas, the Israeli state, the United States, they're all negotiating for things, and they would like you for you to take their side. They've got a bunch of slogans, they've got a bunch of stuff that you can believe in, and you can buy the t-shirt, and you can, wave the pennant, and you can say the slogan, you can be the thing that they want you to be. And I would say, any government doing this, be very, very, very careful, okay? Because you don't know what they're up to, you don't know what they want, ultimately. And it's not like they're in the business of telling you. And if they're actually doing their job, you'd never know. You never know why they're doing what they're doing. So, because you're meant to be directed. You, the regular population, you're meant to be led by these opinions, by these slogans, by these morality plays, by, these false equivalencies, by, this fucking crazy speculation and supposition in the fog of war. And you just take their say-so. So all of these things that you're talking about generally are part of the class of logical fallacy known as the appeal to authority. It's true because important people or people that you respect say it, which is a basic logical fallacy and probably maybe one of the most often engaged in. So I'd say political science isn't behind you, medical science isn't behind you, the journalists aren't behind you. Oh, hello. You know there's a child trafficking cult that you just came out of, right? So, why are you going in and helping out a child trafficking ring? So yeah. No, I'm glad you don't support war. Denise R., you equated the Palestinian people with Hamas, okay? It's not the same thing. And it's very dangerous. That's a very dangerous idea. And it's not true, okay? It is part of the dehumanizing propaganda that's being used against the Palestinian people to make it easier to kill them, to equate all of those innocent civilians with Hamas. Do you understand that? That argument is part of the slipstream of wholesale murder. Then what did you say? You keep on saying I misunderstood you, so reiterate your position then. Is Hamas synonymous with Palestinians or not? Because you keep on going on about what I got wrong, but you're really not offering a whole lot of what your positions actually are. Okay? I've offered a whole lot of what my positions are in fact. And I will reiterate them over and over again, but, probably to the chagrin of many other viewers here. I will do it. And it's not hard for me to do so. And as it's kind of easy for me to do so, I'm kind of seeing, by contrast, the absolute lack of forthrightness coming from your side of the debate. Okay? Okay, again, you're not saying anything. Hamas is the elected government of Gaza. So what? So do you support the destruction of innocent lives in Gaza, yes or no? You're not saying anything by saying that, Jesus. And by this whole thing, like, you obviously don't understand argument or debate. Like, it's infuriating when it comes to issues of the day that are so deadly, so important. And, you don't have the basics. And you're just, reiterating a right-wing talking point. Yeah, they're a part of it. Yeah, they're a part of it. And that proves what? To what end? then why would, and so that gets back to my first question, right, which you did not answer. Still, you suggested that I could possibly, please, selfless self, don't support Hamas, okay? Please, selfless self, don't support Hamas. What gave you the impression that I was? What at all gave you that impression? Okay? Because, I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, if you're saying Palestinians shouldn't die like in a mass slaughter by the Israeli state, you know, if you're saying that's supporting Hamas, I'd say you're fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy, man. Yes, we do. Yeah. Over and out. Yeah, Hamas is a disgusting theocratic organization that has been calling for the widespread destruction of Israelis and has targeted innocents and has targeted its own people. And I mean, from front to back, they're gross. Right. But they are the obvious response. And historically, just like you can look at case after case after case, where you have this wholesale denigration of a people like you do in the occupied territories, what you get is Hamas, okay? What you get is some authoritarian figure that comes in saying, I can solve all your problems if you just give me all the power and you let me do whatever the heck I want. And so you get a strong person. When things get desperate, when things get absolutely untenable, you get these strong men, okay? When people are afraid, when people can be more easily be robbed of their better senses, that's when you get this stuff. And you've gotten in the United States and, you know, Poland. I can't believe Marie Le Pen got 30% of the vote in France last time. The right-wing governments in the United Kingdom, Viktor Orban in Hungary, Vladimir Putin, Bibi Netanyahu, Donald Trump, all massive swings globally to the far, far right, okay? And authoritarianism and fear. So again, what did I say, though, Denise, to give you the impression that I was in any way a supporter of them? No, you don't. Okay, Denise, you're casting aspersions. Okay, you are, and you're testing the water. This kind of freaking test, this is what Piers Morgan does. Okay, and it's obvious. It's an obvious ploy. Okay? It's obvious. You know, everybody has to go through this purity test where, like, every single bit of kind of criticism they have for the Israeli state, they need to match with an equal and opposite, condemnation of Hamas. Like, and there's no end to having to condemn Hamas. And to play comparisons when, in fact, there really isn't one. One is a nuclear power with, like, monthly support from a global superpower to the tune of billions of dollars and sometimes tens of billions of dollars. It's like, there really isn't a comparison to be made. Not possible, okay? It's kind of a silly assertion. Although people make it anyway. I don't like your evasiveness, Denise. about something so very important. It seems like, this kind of argument, you don't understand how very obvious and basic it is and how it's been used to slander and denigrate critics of the United States military policy and their support for Israel in this. If you don't understand that, I'm sorry. You don't understand what has been happening for the past 3 months. You don't understand that people of very good standing and that are upright and effective advocates for peace and harmony and goodness in the world have been slandered by exactly the means, exactly the kinds of questioning, exactly the kinds of well, do you condemn Hamas kind of arguments, exactly the same. And so that's why I take issue, and I will always take issue with that and try to have the people that are engaging in that answer for it. Because it is harmful, because that's destroying reputation, is destroying lives of people who could be doing a lot of good out there. And going after fucking college kids, right? Who are basically doing the same protest that helped to end the Vietnam War, or the same protest against the apartheid government of South Africa in the 1980s, or the first Gulf War in 1990, 1991, or the Forever Wars. Some of these protests I've been a part of, and I got all of these same labels, and unfortunately you and people like you are buying in to yet another round of the corporate news media basically covering for the military-industrial complex by denigrating the nation's children. And, activists, bleeding hearts, the same people that show up for everything for the right thing, pretty much. I mean, you get to know them. If you know your neighborhood and you know activism, it's all the same people, over and over again. It's not many, for any of these issues. I mean, for the big things, people come out. Yeah, you're entitled to say, don't support Palestine, and I'll say, you're freaking crazy, okay? Because all of the innocent people need to be supported. It's not just one group or another group for any reason. That's crazy and inhumane. I'm sorry, but it is. And I'm sorry if you can't see that. But that's not my fucking problem, okay? If you can't see that the issue is innocent people on all sides in all conflicts, then you're not actually for peace. You're for supremacy. The supremacy of one culture over the other. And I mean, if you don't know that that's what the Israeli state's kind of business has been over the Palestinian people, again, you need to read more. The whole ding darn time. These people haven't been full citizens. And the assertions that they are in all of these ways is obvious freaking propaganda that's easily proven as such if you don't just believe everything that's handed to you. So, unfortunately, people, believe a lot of what they read just because it's in black and white, and if it's shown on television, especially by people who have convinced them that they should trust them, they just believe it. And it's like convincing somebody that, Jesus Christ isn't real, or, convincing a 5-year-old that the Easter Bunny isn't. It's going to be pretty painful. A lot of crying, gnashing of teeth. So, I mean, heck, we live in a country where Donald Trump got elected, so I can't be too, I guess, picky about people's level of nuance. seemingly non-existent. Because, like, I'll tell you what, all of New York City learned a long time ago, this guy is not a businessman. It's not a successful one. It's not a successful one beyond what his daddy, Fred, one of the worst racists of his generation, ever did. Yeah, Fred's a real piece of work, man. I don't know if you didn't already know. But yeah, everybody has their right to have their opinion, and then, everybody has their right to criticize it. So go ahead and say. All right, y'all. I think we're good. Yeah, I want to do another drop jam too. So, I just don't. I found. Okay, everybody, that's fine. But I felt as though that person asserted something about my beliefs and my character that were untrue, and then was kind of weaselly about it. And I very much do not appreciate either of those things. Okay, y'all, it's grody, Brody. I don't appreciate either of those. And especially when you're incorrect and you actually don't know the issues, and you can't make it plain that you really understand what's going on, and that you can't say anything besides slogans, and I don't know, I'm a fan of actual debate, and that ain't it. So yeah, all right, we're chalking it up. So done a little design here. It's just fun, a little forced perspective, for the peeps. And so let's see the whole ding dang thing here. All right, y'all. So look out. So it's a little forced perspective thing that I do. It's kind of fun. And then on this side for them, if you all haven't seen before, this is what so that when they come out of the door here, right? So that the first thing that they see, call the SPTV Foundation. Whoa, I kicked it again. I kicked this thing. Watch me kick it. At 727-266-5797. All right. So it's called Child Traffickers. Oh, hey there. How's it going? We're just trying to let people know there's absolutely anything else that they could be doing with their life if they wish to help people in this world, other than give your time and your energy to a child trafficking cult. If you would like to leave, please call the SPTV Foundation, 727-266-5797. And they'll help you and try to aid you with resources and advice and counseling as to how to get yourself out of here, because it is difficult. We do understand that they may have you by your family, have a financial hold over you, have a bunch of blackmail over you. Just want to let you know, freeloader debt ain't real. It won't be held up in court. Billion-year contract as well. It doesn't seem like your Sea Borg. Maybe you've gotten into your civilian clothes. It is your choice to be in this child trafficking cult. It could be your choice to leave. Leave this cult with what's left of your dignity and self-respect. All right. Ooh, the course rooms are lit up tonight. Thank you, sir. That was very kind. So, yes. So yeah, sorry for the politics. I know, y'all you might not like it, you might not agree with me, and that's fine. Um, uh, yeah, I really well, I already said I just don't like it when people make that kind of argument and don't even try to back it up. I find it to be disingenuous and anti-intellectual, and it's the kind of conversation that mars conversation in general, speaks against ideas flowing. So for me, when I was traveling as a musician, as a touring musician, and I've had layovers in airports all over the place, and I would try to find like the kind of more bougie, corporate-y bar where the business dudes were sidled up to it and drinking their sorrows away, and I try to pick their brains. I would try to figure out how they were seeing the world, because it was so very different than mine, with the basic assumption that because they were seeing things from such a different perspective, that I had the opportunity there to learn the most. So I really do want to know the challenging stuff. What I don't want to know is that you have a biased, unnuanced, and rather evasive kind of way of argumentation where you can't actually present your ideas. That's why I think philosophy and debate should be taught more often in the schools, and they're not. So people understand like the why they're learning anything as much, or first before the what and the who and the how. Neurodivergent one, thank you. Here, I don't like that. Let's see, chat entertains me so much. I'm so glad it doesn't yell and shout at the cult members. I don't think the tactics works in our favor. See, I do though. Here's a good one. See, I do that. I switch it up because you do want to demonstrate that what's going on here is truly harmful, and just having nice conversations, I think, minimizes that idea and does not properly demonstrate the actual harm that these individuals are doing on a day-to-day basis. I don't think they should get away with it. I don't think that sounds great. You're making me hungry for salmon salad there, Denise. Excellent. But yeah. So we're gonna move. Gonna move it down. Yeah, it was quick. Wow, it must be being struck on an hour. It's all the chimes of St. Mary's are going off right now. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm on the road still. I always need support. I don't have any mods. So this is me doing my once in, what is it? Almost 3 hours. Hey, I've got links. Go to them. If you feel the need. Hello. And support me in whatever way you feel is fine. Do not, obviously don't do anything that's going to make it hard for you to pay one single bill. No 3,000th nickel, that kind of thing.
There have been zeros of people going in there tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't seem they're doing any business, and I think Davy's going to be real mad.
Yeah, that guy's in there multiplying by 0.
No, it's amazing the office work that they're doing late at night, filing all of this paperwork on the non-business that they've done all day. Thank you for pointing that out, Pearl. This is exactly right. This is
Put them all in there multiplying by 0, y'all.
this is a pretty high-level dumbassery. that we get to see on the regular back here in this office. So they have their secret meetings, that door back there with the little label on it. They've got stupid meetings in there for stupid prizes. And sometimes when we're filming that and we're filming the office, I've seen them take more than 5 people into the supply closet, which is right there, that labeled door there, to have their super secret, awesome squirrel meetings. We're gonna screw up the tech. See,
Just if they're slapping the abacus, that's right. 0 times 0. What is the answer? It's always 0.
Yes.
They're all on sign Tinder when no one's looking, probably.
Say Lupe.
You have a good
I'm
night?
not a fan of mods. Yeah, it's all right.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, we're hanging out. We had a little political debate earlier, and
Nice.
yeah.
How you
Yeah.
feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I'll see how I feel tomorrow, really.
Yeah.
Since it's Liz's last day, trying to make an appearance, trying to do this as well as possible, finish strong. I almost gave in to gravity. Screw you, gravity.
Yeah, see, didn't we learn that from the opening day here when that guy got yeeted off the curb because he thought that Scientologists didn't need gravity?
He didn't need gravity tech.
He thought that he could just sail away right over the curb. He could not. Gravity was just like, not today, thing.
Wow, he really thought he had this superpowers?
Oh, yeah, and I caught it on film, and then I laughed at him and screamed at him. I was
Oh, I definitely remember that. That's right, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, that is a famous moment.
That is, yeah. We haven't seen him around, but he's part of the Gravity Boat Show.
Maybe, making a bunch of, if you haven't already, like a series of shorts that are indicating these moments that have become mimetic around the place that many, many people reference, and especially from the Ideal Org opening.
Right.
All of those ones, because they've become part of the kind of mental furniture of the movement.
Right.
So let's indicate them, underline them, and celebrate them.
I agree.
Yeah.
Of Napoleon Bonaparte, I have missed your screening.
Yeah, that's pretty great. That's pretty great.
That dude was back around the front thing. Hiding out where the guy you
Good evening.
the power washer. The guy that hit our phones. He's back. Up there, America.
Guess who's back? Back again. Power washer's back. Power washer's back. Power washer's back.
The guy that hit our phones.
Oh!
There though. He's been in and out of that little area.
Oh. Wow.
He's wearing a Seattle Seahawks jersey today, so if you see a
Okay.
guy in a Seattle Seahawks jersey, that is fine.
Gross.
Oh, just got it. Thank you. I'm just, watching the F sign to multiply by 0.
Yeah.
So great.
Oh, hey. I thought I was giving you a show. What the heck?
You thought that what?
Haha. That's for my audience, I guess. Too slow. How is that actually true? How is Pearl too slow on that one? On a joke, even.
Because I didn't hear it, because you're talking into the sidewalk.
But you should hear my sidewalk protestations here. I mean, they're oh so important.
It's true. I flunked, I will start again.
That's right. Start again. Yeah.
Oh, we also found a copy of The Road to Happiness, and I read through that.
What?
Yep,
What?
yep.
Hey,
You want to see it?
I missed that.
Yep.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. That sounds also magical.
It was pretty magical. What's the word? The word is...
The bird.
Happiness is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's like, okay, everything that they tell you to do to be on the way to happiness is everything that they're not doing.
Because, I read some of that aloud my first full day at Blue, as I picked up two of those booklets I showed you, the ones with the Mariposa. And did you read the large black letter like end chapter things?
That was my favorite part.
It is quite amazing.
It's ridiculous.
It's the best.
Yes, I read all of those. I read the titles. If there were like.
Oh no! You went through every chapter.
Yeah.
Oh no! I thought I would get some of it. Oh no! I've missed some high art today. All right.
I mean, Russ, I did read through the table of contents essentially of the way to happiness. I read something, when he starts talking about how, from boyhood to near adulthood, that kid should be serving you. What? Bro, what? So, Agent Hendricks, the West Campus Alliance is not actually part of the university. They have some agreements and stuff, but they're not actually together. And the guy that is in charge of that, he attended the opening day here. He also has this nonprofit, like a really shady umbrella corp type nonprofit. So if you look up in the media release that Scientology put out for the, in all the media releases, the one where they forgot to Photoshop us out of the picture, you'll see his name. Right, also don't get murdered. Right, don't get murdered and don't murder people. And don't let your family members get murdered, otherwise you'll go bad. But yeah, so those people were hired because of the number of bike thefts and assaults, mainly of the sexual nature, happening as students were walking around campus on the way home. That's what these people were hired to do, was to take care of that. But instead,
I had one of them deny that fact to me today.
oh yeah?
Said that is not the organizational principles and reasons for their ETRA.
Oh, what did he say that they are?
He did not offer that information.
Oh, is that interesting?
So I just said, well, it seems now that you're saying that you're just going to take the money from whoever to do whatever. And that wasn't directly refuted, I don't think. I don't.
Well, I don't want to leave Liz out there by herself because I think her GoPro is dying too. So I'm gonna head back up there.
Are you talking to me? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Of course. You know I'm good.
No, still want to come out and hang out. See what you're up to.
Wicked.
If you got any different Scientology than me, because I got none, but I'm gonna go see.
Oh no, some slow trickle of people have been coming out, and it's all staff. A couple publics out the side here, but that was like hours ago.
Did Jim and Stacy come past you?
I don't believe so.
So maybe they're still inside then.
It's possible.
Your phone did die. Okay, I'll go help her.
Well, you moved down on my
Thanks for
shot.
listening, y'all. Also, I sat in water. How bad is it? Can you tell?
Nope. Can't tell. The toolest of tools. Why did ZDT have to say about DOA? I bet it wasn't positive. Yeah, I mean, again, Zero Dark Tony is a over-the-hill internet troll that tries to act like a hipster and is really the douchiest of douches that you could imagine. I mean, imagine if your petulant 17-year-old grew up and grew like a gray beard and had all of the same dumbass opinions and, over-emasculated kind of horseshit, with no nuance or basically with no information other than supposition and assertion and conjecture. Basically, he's a troll. He's trying to run a rumor mill, and he's taken a stake against certain members of this community and has done a lot of harm. A real son of a bitch. And I hope he finds something else to do for his own sake. Because he does probably not really fully aware with what he's fucking with. Being a stupid channel of, like 6,000 subs or something, and how like very easily he could be absolutely destroyed by somebody on the internet, like myself. But it seems like he cares more. So, yeah, I'd say he's an over-the-hill internet troll who's trying to be some hipster doofus, and I think he's having a good run at that. And seen some of the commentary that he's had about, what I know to be beautiful and glowing, effective, empathetic people that are actually changing the world for the better. And he's had, just a lot of nasty things to say. And again, not really offering much as far as, helpful or constructive criticism. Not offering a better path forward other than, I did something stupid because I said it was. And I'm going to use like all of the tricks of like, demagoguing and propaganda in order to make my point to like a rather uncritical and undiscerning audience that I've cultivated for myself. That's what I see Zero Dark Tony to be. A real kind of useless piece of crap, blowhard, without any spin on the ball, who's already, been going through this community like a wrecking ball. And it's about time that the worm turns and devours that person whole. As far as I'm concerned, yeah. I think couldn't happen fast enough, and that guy could fall hard enough for the likes of me. From his current perch, which is rather lowly. I mean, his videos get shit for views. He's... although he styles himself as the super cool guy, his channel is rather moribund. And lacking in basic integrity and, all sorts. So that's my thing on Zero Dark. Ugh. No, I know he defended me. I didn't ask for that. Whatever the fuck. He doesn't need to defend me, and I didn't ask for it. Like, yeah, so broken clock is correct twice a day. Is what I'd
So you know how they put up screen tech at the front doors? You can't see through the front doors anymore?
Yeah.
If you go stand by the cafe, you can see right in.
Yeah, on the other side.
They're either saying goodbye to people or they're about
Yeah, they're getting ready. They're getting ready.
Give Stacy one good for me. Call her mayor crazy.
Right. So, no, I didn't ask for that, and actually I really didn't appreciate it. I don't appreciate anything else that he does in the community, and, I thought that was wrong, and, I think basically Zero Dark Tony is trying to cause further division within the community by taking a side and trying to push one way, and perhaps trying to push me into his place, into the dark side, just by, loose affiliation because he supported me. So, like the enemy of my enemy kind of shit. And like, I'm plainly not impressed. Plainly not impressed. The guy's done so much more harm. And honestly, like, I am here with survivors that he has directly harmed. And I will never forgive that son of a bitch for the harm that he has done to people that I know and love. I will never forgive. And I will work for the rest of my time to make sure that he pays for what he has done. To my friends, to the people that I know and love. And that's just about all there is to it on that. Guy can fucking sit and spin. If he wants to support me, like, I don't give a damn. I don't need to be defended from Nerd fucking Report. Like, whatever we need to work out, and that's fine. I didn't like how I was treated. I thought, that whole spot and everything that he was doing lacked in basic integrity, right? And, it's easy for me to say so. I'll make that argument on my own. I don't need, some scumbag like Zero Dark Tony defending me on that basis. And I wouldn't take his help. You know, I don't want it, don't need it. And I'm like, honestly, it kind of makes me sick that it was offered in the first place because of, you know, what he's done to my friends. And, you know, it makes me think twice about kind of certain messaging that I might give out and the wrong impression that people might have. You know, criticism of anything, not being in total lockstep with these people means that, like, you're against them completely, or that this all or nothing shit. You know, it's just not true. Like, I believe in the free flow of information, including criticism about me or anybody else. You know, I can disagree with both Nerd Report and Zero Dark Tony on the same issue, and I do. Because you might say the right thing, but for the wrong reasons. That kind of happens all the time. So, yeah. I mean, seriously. Zero Dark Tony, go to fucking hell. Go to hell, buddy. If you're watching this, right? You think you're cool? You're a poser. That's what you are. You're a fucking poser. And I know fucking posers, and you're posing real hard, dude. Holy crap. Like, your whole stylized aesthetic, you're trying real freaking hard, aren't you, buddy? Okay. Not really succeeding all that much, but ooh, are you trying hard? Okay. So, yeah, that's my shit on him. Fuck that guy. He's wrong. He's wrong about most things factually, and even when he's right, he's wrong. He's he's right for the wrong reasons. Bad intentions does this person have? Division, clicks and likes over division almost exclusively is what this guy does, and sitting on his ass and playing video games poorly, right? So, yeah, I guess I'm throwing bombs again, you know. Oh, who do I like? You know, geez, I'll slag off anybody, you know, shit. But I'm a critical person. I believe in criticism. I believe in putting these things forward. Because I think the lack of conversation about difficult topics mean that the people who are subject to the after effects of these difficult topics have to suffer more often in silence. Right, and so people don't want to talk about SA, people don't want to talk about unaliving, people don't want to talk about drug addiction, people don't want to talk about war, PTSD, all of these things because they're more difficult. Oh, you freaking tool bags. That's hilarious. They did a little shuffle in the chalk. Let's see, they did a little shuffle. I walked away and somebody, like as soon as I made it all pretty, right? So, and it says, it shows them, oh yeah, you know, I'm so wedded to this chalk. I really need it to stay the same. It's not like I'll do it same every day. All right, how's it going, child trafficking crew? How many innocent human lives did you ruin by your work today? How will history judge you, who have been working for a human trafficking ring and a philosophical organization at best, I would say a cult, not a religion, that stands for nothing? That is, in fact, a human trafficking ring that operates generally as a real estate scam and a tax dodge. Don't be left holding the bag for David Miscavige, who will run, like all the other cult members, will take a bunch of money and run, leaving you holding the bag. And, oh yeah, prosecution will be coming from the federal government for those who work to aid this child trafficking ring. Shame on you for the work that you have done. Change your life and leave this cult. Sometimes sometimes you need to raise your voice to get it up over the streets, to get it across the street, or to just make your point or to be heard or anything. I don't think people should be afraid of raising their voice, especially when it's for a good cause, especially when human lives are on the line. I think too many people hold their voice, silence themselves, put unnecessary margins on them for the sake of some supposed civility that is not being offered to you by the other side of any kind of power system like this. They're not playing by these rules that you've just freaking shackled yourself with. They wouldn't think to do it, okay? You know, fair gaming policy means they don't have to abide by any legal or moral code when dealing with us. And you would like our response to be prim and proper, as if we have come from a finishing school directly. Well, sorry to disappoint. And again, if that's the way you feel about this, I would offer you don't know anything about protest. Okay? You don't. Oh, hello. How'd it go working all day, sweating over a hot cult, right? Because that's, you know, what you're doing. This isn't a religion. It's a child trafficking ring that you're working for. Please record me. I would very much like it if you did, so that we can have a dual record of my interaction with you on this day, where I say to you, save your dignity and what is left of your humanity, and leave this child trafficking ring with what's left of your life, okay? Leave, for your own sake, and for the sake of those on the outside who still care about you, who you may not have been in contact with very, very often. There is a new foundation, the SPTV Foundation, that is offering services and help if you want to leave. Their phone number is 727-266-5797. They can offer you assistance to get the heck out of this destructive cult before the hammer falls, before the federal investigations wrap up Davey Miscavige and his band of criminals and puts them in federal prison, or attempts to. He's not going to protect any of you on the ground. He's going to leave you holding the bag and on the hook for an unending series of crimes. Leave this cult. It is your choice. It has always been your choice. Leave today. You can leave this cult whenever you choose. For your own sake, please make that choice soon. Don't waste your youth on this cult. Mid-Funk, CA, $3.99. That's awesome, man. Wow. That's a groovy sticker. Thank you very much. It's groovy. All right. So, we're still rocking. We're still rocking out. Battery's good. We're still reading. Yeah. Yeah, live your life. Exactly. Live your life, girl. Jesus. You're giving your best years to this horseshit. It's a freaking human tragedy, each and every life that's lost to this thing, right? But as you are an adult at this point, and perhaps knowing better, you need to be in line with your current level of legal exposure and moral exposure. If we are to treat you like an adult, you need to be able to handle the consequences of your actions on a basic level. So, and that would be that. You know, she paused to get her phone together, so she paused, she had made a little recording, she took a picture and seemingly she sent it somewhere, and then she brought up her phone as if she was gonna make a phone call, and she failed to make that phone call, so. I mean, it's really sad. It's really sad what they're doing. It's sad that they're wasting their lives. It's sad that they're harming people so badly. And it's sad that they're so arrogant about all of it. So sure of themselves that they have the ultimate answer. And unfortunately, this is what's offered to you by any philosophy or religion or government that says it has the ultimate answer to everything, that they have a total answer to your life's problems. You know, they all do it. You know, from the governments to just about every major religion to the cults like Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh, or even Transcendental Meditation is a cult. Like, you know, you don't need to pay somebody to go to retreat and figure out how to meditate. Like, you know, somebody that really knows how to do it will teach you for free. But the whole bit where, you know, you're paying somebody to go to the thing and, you know, for the book of the ultimate revealed truth of this, that, or the other thing, like, it's all the same shit. Generally, again, it's the appeal to authority. You know, this person in the saffron robe or the white robe or the big beard or sitting on the stage or whatever, he's written the book. He's got to know. He's got to know because, well, you know, look at all these people who respect him or her. That's funny. It's amazing what you can use, what you can learn from YouTube, absolutely. There's college level education in so many things. There's like entire full psychology, politics, physics, and chemistry courses from Stanford University that you can basically, it would be as if you audited that course. Yeah, wow, I mean, if I signed a billion-year contract, I mean, I'd be trying to find that time machine. I would try to make that time go very, very fast. Time could not go fast enough for this person. A billion years is a very long time. A million seconds is long enough. I think that's counting to a million 1 second at a time takes a little over 11.5 days, something like that. Yeah, so somebody came out and really tried to scuff that up. I guess they've been scuffing. That's their new thing, is to scuff the chalk, right? So that's really cute. I like them being cute and stupid. Oh, do I have a back view? Yeah, scuff tech, exactly. There's like the old soft shoe, you know. Shuffle, shuffle, tap, but shuffle, tuffle. Okay, so thought I had a good one. But no, they've moved away. So I have to be careful and not fall over and touch the building.
No, but I need to.
All right. Ooh, extra sheets. These fucking assholes. Last few stupid drinks at the stupid cafe at the stupid child trafficking cult. Way to work for pure evil and the destruction of innocent human lives. Should go to your eternal shame. Eternal. No one should live down serving a child trafficking ring. It is something that you will wear like a tattoo for the rest of your life. Minimize the scars from this injury and leave now. Leave while you have your youth, while you have a chance for a better life, while you have a chance to discover what's out here in the world for yourself. Do not give up on yourself. There is a better life out here. I don't know if they can hear me, and yeah, oh, Jared, let's not do that. That is, I mean, a modification of a disgusting slur. So if we cannot have that, I understand it's an attempt at humor. I understand that very much. Even modifications of slurs on that level, it's one of the things that I'm not gonna, holy shnikes. I don't know if I've seen this display. Have you looked at the damn office?
Oh yeah, Elron's office.
Elron's dumb office?
Pretty dope.
Oh, Lord. Now, I mean, I've seen bits of this, but they have this now all opened up, and it's got a velvet rope and everything. And I guess if Elron comes back to Austin, they've got like a bunch of cool cigarettes. Let's see. Here's a good one. Nance Drew did a video yesterday needing funds for a lawyer. $2,000. Her rental car got keyed in LA, and $500 she made there for a trip. To that expense, she was crying. Yeah, indeed. I feel sorry for the members that were born into the cult, but not to the adults that joined or rejoined it. Well, yeah. I mean, there's something to say about like the continuing harm, no matter like what your position is, and just to let people know, look, it is harmful what you're doing. You are actually destroying human lives. Maybe you should consider that, no matter what you're born in or otherwise situation is. And I mean, I could be wrong about this, but I think that's my general idea with that one. Yeah, definitely hit up Nance's links. She's gonna need some help. She's gonna need this lawyer. And like I said before, this is an opportunity to get a really good win against Sciento. If she wins in this court, if any of us win any of these cases, this builds a body of evidence and cases that we can cite, especially if we get out of them in discovery a bunch of like not so great or extra legal practices like surveillance, like being involved with coercing public officials, any little last bit, we can start to make a record. So supporting those cases, supporting the lawyers for these cases is some of the most important kind of fundraising we can do in this movement. So support Nance Drew in her lawyerly fight. And, basically I would say that goes for anybody that's bringing some kind of, or defending themselves against a number of motions from Scientology or bringing suit. This is some of the more important work. Once it gets to that point, if it's a decent case, let's see. I was crazy excited when I saw him use them for the first time. Didn't gotta use them before. Heck yeah, you're part of his mini streets collection. That's so rad. What? Yeah. It's Jared Blank. If you look up what you said, it's that is a modification of a racial slur used against Mexican immigrants. So any kind of backs, pretty much. It's okay if you didn't know. That's fine. A lot of people don't know stuff like that, and it's probably you've led a good life if you haven't run across that one. I have to say. Let's see. Oh my God. Let's see what Holly Lewis. What are you saying? Yeah. No, absolutely. She definitely needs that. We're gonna definitely need some of that stuff ourselves. There's gonna be some stuff coming down. I myself had my car broken into, and I don't know, probably about $1,500 to $2,000 worth of stuff stolen out of it. A guitar, in-ear monitors, a bunch of cables, the new drum pedal that I bought, a bunch of stuff. It seems like Scientology may have had our travel itineraries and was going after us in a concentrated way. The more that I think about it, the more coinciding instances happened on that weekend, as far as us being followed, as far as street toughs being out there, knife pulled on me, and then after that, knife pulled on a bunch of people. John threatening everybody, Wendell threatening everybody. And that just escalated after we left. So, I was more kind of, I'm not really sure if that had anything to do with Scientology, the car break-in. And now I'm kind of, there's a lot going on at the same time. And yeah, LA's a big city, and everybody's desperate, and that very much could have been just LA taking a snake bite out of me, which is generally, I mean, that's most probably what happened still, but I'm entertaining the Scientology angle more and more. But yeah, I had some help with my own losses, and that was very kind. And just waiting to hear back from the person that I borrowed that guitar from, what kind of guitar they want, and I'm going to buy that. I've already replaced the in-ear monitors and the cables, and I just need to get the pedal after that, and then it will all be back, pretty much, I think. There's probably a bunch of stuff in the guitar bag as well, just some accessories, some guitar cleaning stuff, strings and straps. What you usually have. But it seems like a bunch of us who are traveling in were hit hard, and I do hear tell that out of like a number of industries, Scientology has access to a fair amount of information from the travel industry, and so travel itineraries is something that they regularly have access to. So they monitor travel from us, and they could have known, where I got the rental car from, and where my hotel was, and where the parking was for that. So yeah, I mean, they went right after him. They went directly after him, and they kept escalating. And so we can't say for sure each and every incident is definitely them each and every time. But we can talk about the patterns. We can talk about the individual incidences that are obvious. But yeah, saying each and every one, we can't accurately say that. And like, I can't accurately say that the car break-in on my end was anything. Well, yeah, I've just been so busy with Pearl Fest. I need to kind of double back on that and do some more investigating. For firsts, go to the local businesses around where I parked my car and try to pull surveillance camera footage if they're willing to, which I had not alerted my company to. So I didn't catch whatever Nerd Report did, but I honestly haven't been keeping up with him. He seems to be more of a knee-jerk content creator and not my kind of thing. Well, yeah. So he had a bit of a pig pile on Zachary Ellison on the basis of his analysis of his behavior recently, which he deemed to be erratic and perhaps escalating towards something, and maybe made a couple bad calls, but basically he had like a pig pile on this guy that wasn't medically ethical. I mean, a bunch of aspersions were cast upon this person as far as their mental fitness, their mental health, their addiction, the patronizing talk about their relationships, about their profession. It's a character assassination run on the guy, and the people engaging in it tried to deny that that is in fact what they were doing. It was absolutely. And if you're a friend to somebody like this, you don't, this is not how you present things, not in this accusatory tone and not ambushing somebody. If it was an intervention, it was an amoral, unethical intervention as well. It's not how you go about these things. So, what happened there, so, a bunch of people jumped on and there's a big pig pile, and as far as I could tell, Nerd Report was encouraging his audience to go in hard on Zach, and I called in to just be like, look, for whatever you might think about this guy, for whatever conclusions you may have made or whatever mistakes that he may have made, the way you're going about this discussion is incorrect, okay? You might be right. You might be right about these things. I don't know. And I'm not going to make that determination. What you're wrong about is how you're going about this discussion. I got 2 of those sentences out before Nerd Report cut me off. And I said, no, just let me get my freaking thesis out. And he cut me off of the channel, kicked me out of the channel, and he said something to the effect of, I kind of like Selfless Self and what he's doing out there, and he's effective, but fuck that guy. Delete that guy. Okay? So, and since then, my channel has taken a serious hit. I've lost over 50 subscribers during that time. And I found my name to be sullied far and wide on these internet streets. I've been blocked on a number of channels by major creators. He said delete this person. So yeah, I've taken a bunch of incoming from it, and I'm out here risking my very ass, like as regularly as I can. I'm definitely flagging a little bit because my energy levels are low because I've been on the road for almost 3 months. I tell you, not sleeping in your bed, not having anything normal, it takes the wind out of you. Okay, and I'd suggest anybody try to do anything like that before they say anything about it. Although I do welcome the criticism and the commentary, but if you're going to have an informed one, maybe I would say, especially about being a road dog, try being one. Yeah, I try to be out here. I try to put my best foot forward. I try to throw myself into the fray, do what I can to be effective, and to have a creator that is literally 20 times larger than my channel. I have, 3,200 some odd subs. He's got over 66,000. Okay. And he tried to end me. Oh, how's it going, child trafficker? That's right. So you're in your stupid child trafficking uniform? Seemingly you're one of the worst amongst these people. A lifer and an unapologetic one at that. So for that, I would say I offer you no hand, no hope, no nothing. Fuck you, you disgusting child trafficker. That's what I got for you. That's the guy that calls the cops on us all the time. That's kind of the worst of them. He's out here talking to the cops and lying to the cops and saying all the nasty things. That's the guy. That's our guy. He's so wonderful. The streamer who's riding DOA's coattails that thinks he can delete people. Oh, okay, delete. It's taken as something permanent. Indeed, it was exaggerated and threatening and actually damaging to my ability to do this work and threatening my effectiveness out here. So for all of that, I don't think that's real nice. And I was going to offer my hand behind the scenes, and as I thought better of it, as I started to talk about what had actually been done to me and seeing the effects of it after the fact, I'm like, anybody that treats me like that, I'm sorry. We're not cool anymore. Not at all. We're not cool. I mean, I'm not gonna go after you, other than like say my opinion about our interaction, like I am right now, and especially if people ask. You're not going to keep me from talking about this if people on my channel ask Nerd Report. Just in case you might be listening, and I doubt you are, and whatever. But I mean, yeah, you can go after me. You can think that I'm part of whatever cadre of whatever. I'm not. Like, yeah, I'll criticize you, and I'll spit in the reputational face of somebody like Zero Dark Tony because he's a piece of shit. Because an obvious piece of shit. You're not in that category, Nerd Report. Not even close. Shit. I wouldn't put you there. We have some problems. I find you to be generally cool. Up until that point, I had a membership to your channel. So, that's where I was. But, we have that kind of interaction. You can't speak for it. Like, see you later, bro. Or if we were ever that. Because seemingly by your actions, we were not. But you didn't know me very well. Like we were on the streets a couple times, and like we shared some words, and there's not that much time. So, it would be a very deep misunderstanding that could be worked out. But generally, when somebody that's in a position of power, I find overuses that kind of thing, not so great. Let's see. That was stupid and rude. Nerd Report. I definitely lost respect. Won't watch again. Well, I don't know about lying to get donations. I don't know about that. I know that there's a fair amount of conflation that I think is born out of perhaps inaccuracy, is maybe as diplomatic as I can get about that. Just being wildly inaccurate with claims and assertions and accusations. and for the sake of kind of sensationalizing a story, conflation. And it's what a lot of journalists do. It passes as journalism in the corporate news. And so I think a lot of people are aping this, you know. And so, but it's entertainment. It's not, that's not how you do journalism. And that's not how you do an intervention. That's how you do a pig pile on somebody. So yeah, that's my beef with the dude. Oh no, I mean, whatever. You know, everybody have their bromance. Like, and again, like, I generally found Nerd Report to be cool if he didn't just like try to put a knife in my neck. You know, after he did that, I'm like, oh geez, you know, I'm not going to be a pincushion for the dude. So, you know, we might not have any further interaction. Good evening. Hope you're well. Nice highlights. Killer. All right, y'all. So we're back out front. How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Are we just hanging out? Are we looking to wrap it? You guys are...
Yeah. And my GoPro only takes so much battery.
Oh no. Do you need a battery pack?
No, I have them, but if you charge it while it's going, it goes.
That is a design flaw. Operation and charging simultaneous should be essential. Oh, wait a minute. Done. Dun, 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 dun. I got over the screen, guys. Stick of truth time. Anybody? Hi, how's it going? Hi there. Hello. Your screen isn't working. We found a way. Generally, we do. How's it going, y'all? We can see all the way into the org again. That didn't take very long. I think it took about 5 seconds of consideration. Okay. Leave this child trafficking cult. Stop rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. This whole cult is going down in flames. Save your youth, save your life, and leave while you can. These kids are so fucking young.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. They can't be more than 18.
No. And they've all been trafficked in here by their families.
Yeah, they're total. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Yeah, that's why I asked if you guys are wrapping up. Like, I mean,
I'm just sitting here. She's not even on live. I'm ready to go.
right, you're ready to go. All right.
All right.
Okay. Well, yeah, indeed. I mean, I wouldn't. I take issue with the nerd part of it as well. I think there's been a massive appropriation of nerd culture for people that collect toys, which are like, I don't know. Those are geeks. It's not a nerd. Okay. Nerd knows one programming language at least, you know. Nerd, you know, doesn't just have the toys, but like knows all the terminology and the inside out, the entire mythology, the entire thing. Nerd plays Dungeons and Dragons. Nerd plays, you know, bespoke board games. And maybe has read all of Heinlein, all of Asimov, all of Philip K. Dick, all of Kurt Vonnegut, right? All of Frank Herbert. And understands maybe some of what they're saying about culture. And not just George Lucas and what he's selling you. You know, not only do, you know, George Lucas or where he got his ideas from, which is Joseph Campbell. So learning, you know, going back and going back and going back. So yeah, I take issue with the report. I take issue with the nerd. Doesn't seem to be. I see the toys. Sorry. Oh, hell yeah. No, no, no. Oh, you said the word. You said the word, Tinkercat. Oh, no. Oh, my ears and, a thousand hisses from the blackest void of nothing is coming up. And the tentacles of nowhere are going to wrap around you and make you completely insane with their shrieks. Oh, no. You said the word. You said you said that word. Yeah. So you okay? So my games, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, right? Second edition, which was the state-of-the-art stuff when I was 12 and 13 and 14 and 15, and then Riffs, the Riff system, GURPS, the GURP system, the White Wolf stuff. So Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf, Wraith. All that stuff, played all those, and DM'd for most of that. Not as much. A friend of mine did this amazing combination of the D&D system and the Rift system, so that we're able to get all of the things that you could have in Rifts, which is everything. It's like every mythology, every like kind of monster, every system, and he just like we agreed upon make up battle systems for these different things, so we could appropriate all of it. So it was kind of a mixing of styles. I'm glad that there are other true gamers out here. When you had to do it by pencil, although the online helpers and the access to the books and everything right now, it's reinvigorated the thing. My nephews are big into D&D now. Oh, we're talking about nerds. Now we're talking about D&D. We've moved on, or ADD 2, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2. We should have seen it coming. We were playing ADD. We had ADD. So I guess Laura, she forgot my sign bag. I had all these signs. That's wonderful, but that's okay. We'll get it next time I come to Los Angeles. So let's see. I've done front to back. I've seen the sides. We've talked about nerd stuff. We've talked about people who call themselves nerds. That was fun. We talked politics today at length with somebody I believe still did not give me what their true opinion was on the subject, although tried to denigrate my character. That's generally what happens when all you have is slogans.
Oh, you mean you know the camp songs, but you don't know where you're singing them?
I love that phrase. Yes. When you know the camp songs, but you do not know why you're singing them is a fine phrase. And I will borrow it if I can remember it this time, because I've heard Pearl say it before. Yeah, artist guy. Yeah, it's all right. The thing is, oh, what's up? What's up, Jeannie from Boston? I love that dirty water. It's my home. Definitely. Yeah. MIT is a fun place to party, I'll tell you. I would recommend it to anybody. So we're going to wrap it up here. It's been fine. We had a very, 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 very quick conclusion to the shade tech. It was, I don't know. We have to measure it though, but it may have been a record. I don't know. It was approaching it. It was approaching it, but I think we need a stopwatch next time. And we'll set up what the line is when we start. Yeah, no, indeed. But to make it, to gamify it, much like we might do this shootout with the decibel meter. Right.
Might.
Yeah. Well, we definitely are, but at this point, so set up a line. This is starting line. Start, and then we'll know about the shade tech.
Yes. Yep.
I don't know what kind of rules, like Queensberry rules, we could come up with. It has to be some kind of bury though.
I don't know, but I think we should try to get some of the college students to out yell us.
It'll be Squirrelsbury rules. Squirrelsbury. But definitely, the whole idea about getting more college students out here, trying to get the TikTok community, get the University of Texas at Austin folk over here, absolutely. I'm trying to excite different bits of the atheist community around here. I'm all over their channels. I'm in contact with a producer of a major channel. Going to have an interview with this producer today. It's going to be nice and fun. On Thursday, I'll let you all know. I'm going to have an interview with somebody that's a producer of large atheist channels here in Austin in an attempt to kind of spread this message a bit further and wider into other YouTube communities with overlapping interests. And definitely the atheists, they want to do this, I tell you. And they've got a lot of young and active members. And once they get a hold of this, I truly believe they're not going to let it go. They're not going to let it go. And I'm going to try to argue my side of it, which is, look, there are a lot of cults out there. There are a lot of dangerous cults out there that do dangerous things. This one is weak. This one can be used as an object lesson and be taken down to the ground hard and in dramatic fashion so that they live forever in ignominy. And if that can happen, then we can use that as an object lesson for all of the rest of them that you want to go after. So I very much hope I can make that pitch to them and bring them over here to assist us in our crusade.
Yes, please.
That is my true wish. For whatever criticism I have about people in this movement, I want all of it to succeed. If individuals aren't like going after me personally or doing direct harm, I want them to succeed.
I have a question. How do you improve yourself without criticism and the ability to take it?
You don't.
Oh.
Yeah, the question.
For a friend.
Yeah, the question being, how do you improve without taking in new information or criticism? And I mean, you usually don't, or very, very slowly if you improve at all. Especially next to how you could improve by the wisdom of crowds on everything, which is a proven effect in a number of arenas, just with basic information. So yeah, avail yourself of the information that's around. Definitely don't just get bowled over, but try to take it in like a manager and then make your decision and delegate. So I have criticisms for people, but I wish them no harm. I wish for no harm to come to them. I wish to exchange ideas and to have that be more normative, to have the free-flowing exchange of ideas on difficult issues and issues where there's sharp and deep division. So that's part of what I'm trying to do. And I'm not great at it, but I'm making the attempt. And anyway, this is a very long goodbye, where I'm trying to shut down this stream, which has been very fun. I've had a great time out here, taking a couple days off. I wasn't going to be out here today, but I'm really glad that I found the gumption, and I'm out here for one last day here with Liz Ferris. It's been magic. Pearl Fest has been magic. Hats off, everything off to Pearl and her wonderful everything.
And my Squirrel Fest shirt.
Exactly, which was all, we had two fests in quick succession, bifurcated by a trip to Los Angeles.
Good times. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, exactly. All the good times.
All the good times.
Yeah, and excuse the popping. So yeah, hats off. It's been magic. Meeting all these people and having them come to Austin, and I think scare the pants off of this organization. That what do you mean more people are going to come from halfway across the country?
Back at you, neurodivergent.
Maybe that's going to happen on the regular. Yeah, I wish it did the laptop steelios.
I know.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, everybody. Get your fill on this channel. One night only.
One night only.
Unless you pay the big... No, I'm just kidding. Unless I grift the heck out of you.
That's right.
That's
you gotta
right.
do it like F Scientist.
That's right. Okay, so, what? You're going to have to
you
pay
gotta
a minimum...
to see the troll under the bridge to Total
A
Freedom.
minimum of $2,500 per stream.
That's right.
That's right, because this is plated in tungsten and platinum and gold. That's right. No, I think the world has not had their fill, and they don't even know all of the things that they want out of it yet, and that's forthcoming.
You don't have to take a personality test, but I'm gonna
The
make
hats
one anyway.
are everything. Yeah.
Yes, thanks to the guy I called Dad and his daughter's my best friend Danielle.
Now
Thank
it looks
you.
like a working hat.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's right. You can, this nice split in my hairline, isn't it amazing? Yeah. Yeah, it's not regular. It makes it look really weird. I do a double take at it 5 times a day. All right, y'all. I think we're going to.
See you, Marlene, y'all.
I think we're going to move it along, and we'll see you next time when that is. Yes. Shave it off. It'll be cooler. You mean this thing? Shave this off? Oh, shave all of the hair off. Yeah, indeed. I get it closer. But I do not want to be mistaken for white ethno-nationalists. And as I used to work in an inner city, mainly African-American school, I came to be cutting my hair at a certain length to absolutely not be mistaken as such, for the sake of the people that I was serving.
Also, I'm Jewish, so hard pass on that.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, it doesn't mean that I'd rather not have to explain it all the time. As well, because I'm scary looking as I'm tall, and I'm also German. So, you know, so I'm trying
Use
to.
a brow pencil. Okay, done. Bet. Doing it.
Bette Midler.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Doing it.
No,
Doing
I
it.
got
Doing
Pearl
it.
on the stream, and it seems to be elongating because it's way more entertaining now. So, and well, yeah, she's trying to get away. Ha! Gotcha. That's a good tongue. So now all of the hats are all in there, and the Save Bob Ferris. It's the best last day.
Indeed.
Squeezing every little last bit out of it, right? That's right. Out of Pearl Fest, the last, and it's not even dregs. These are the last golden moments. And thank you all for being here for those. Yeah, that's what's up. That went up too. All right, y'all.
No, you hang up. Bye.
No, you hang up. Okay, it's been fun. It's been lovely. I don't want